more than I wanted to see the Bulls win. I was definitely with them dudes. I wanted Detroit out.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense at all. I've been a Laker fan my whole life. Now in college, I got an opportunity to work for the Pistons, so of course, working there and doing all that kind of make you cheer for them, and that's in the champion, coming right off their championship years. So I can't say I've been like a full-time Pistons fan, but of course, you're working there, you want them to do well. The Rodman years and Joe Dumars and all that. But I've been a Laker fan since '79, bro. So that's why this is, this information. And again, I've seen stranger. I can't just say stranger things have happened. Shoot, I've seen stranger things happen just a month ago or 2 weeks ago with KD. So you just never know. But hearing the information I'm hearing today, I ain't like it.
even if Russ were to come back, I can't see the Lakers missing the playoffs again. I can't see it. Yeah, with what they bringing back, with Anthony Davis being who he is, with him being healthy, with James, that was the plan last year. The plan was last year. James was going to play off of Anthony Davis, move Anthony Davis to the 4, which is what he wanted to play originally. Play off the and then Russ would get himself more involved in the offense. But the problem was Anthony Davis got hurt, so that threw a monkey wrench in everything we was doing because he was a part of the whole plan. So when he got hurt, everything went up, everything went haywire. And the reason why was because now Russ got the ball. Him and James was supposed to play off of these dudes. Now James has to do more. In the process of James having to do more, Russ got to do more. Now we've all seen what Russ looked like when Russ got to be Russ. We've all seen what he looks like when he got to be Russ. I don't think he's gonna have to do that this year, running with Anthony Davis.
Hold on right quick. We will start the show once we get up to 100 likes. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button so we can get everything up and running and get y'all, what you came here for. Yo, my man Ticket, how you feeling today?
Large.
You ready to get in your bag?
Oh, yeah, you already know. We get ready to get to it right now.
All right, most definitely. Yo, chill town. How's it going today?
They already started swinging. I mean, what we talking? The fight already started. Were you late? The fight already started. The fight has already started. So
yeah. Hey, well, we ain't even really got into the Rumble yet.
Right.
It's just been a couple jabs thrown.
That's it.
It's about to get crazy in here. Yo, Elder Rufus, you was here on the last show just the other day. How you doing today? I heard you had an all-time performance, one of our best guests yet.
All right, I'll take that, I guess. I'm doing well. I'm blessed, brother. Excited to be here, talking a little basketball. I was talking about it earlier, a little rough day for me hearing the news about my Lakers. I'm a big-time Laker fan, so I didn't like the news I heard today, but I got October 18th to look forward to.
Most definitely. Well, we are about to get into all of that. Actually, what was the news you heard today?
Just the fact that how the Lakers are pumping up Russell Westbrook now, and they can play together and all that. As a Laker fan, you want Russ gone. How bad the year was, and it's not a good fit. And I'm ready for Russ to be gone.
Ticket, don't let him fool you. Ticket, he ain't out. Don't let him fool. Roof ain't out. Let me tell you what, Roof gonna pack his stuff. And he might get an apartment on the other side of town, but then they're gonna start talking. And then the next thing that's gonna happen.
Hey, I'm gonna let him set himself up. I'm gonna let him get it all out, and then I'm gonna come.
I'm not a KD kind of dude that's gonna go out and get 35 burner accounts just so I can come on and talk about the Lakers. I said it publicly on YouTube. I said it publicly out here. If they keep Russ, if that book got a Laker jersey on, I'm not speaking Lakers. I promise you. I'm still speaking NBA. I'm not speaking Lakers though. Not why he got that jersey on.
This is my problem, y'all, with the whole situation. They put the whole meal on Russ. That ain't all Russ' fault. Again, you had different variables in that situation. You had injuries. You had 41 different lineups. Bro, the coach asking this dude to do different things all season long. You can't tell a dude, and I tell y'all this all the time, you can't tell Russ to come there. He get there. You say, all right, dog, play your game. He get there, and then you don't let him play his game. You got him doing other stuff. No, man. If you're going to bring a guy like Russ, you got to let Russ do Russ. But
hey,
what happened?
You got to let a dog be a dog, right?
Right. He ate the whole meal. He ate the whole. And that's the thing. I said the Elder. They all blame Russ. Lakers Nation put all of this on Russ, but they ain't looking at all the circumstances. Them dudes ain't play all the games together. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't had no chemistry. If you ain't play no games together, you ain't got no chemistry. How you gonna put a whole season on a dude when you just didn't unleash him and let him play his game? Because you know when LeBron come back on the court, they're gonna put the ball back in LeBron's hand the majority of the time. Either way, if LeBron's on the court, his hand's gonna be on the ball the majority of the time. And you putting Russ off the ball, that's not how he played. That's why it didn't work out with James Harden. That's why it didn't work out with Paul George and them over in OKC. That's why the only way he could play well and play his type of game is when he was the man carrying the team, because he got the ball in his hands and he making all the decisions with the ball. So we got to look at it like that instead of the whole Lakers nation putting all this on Russ. Like, I'm watching all the Laker fans like put the whole meal on Russ. Them dudes ain't even played. They ain't even played. To me, the most fault is Anthony Davis. This dude ain't keep his body right. He ain't ready to roll. He always getting hurt. That inconsistency, that has been the problem since they won the chip. Since they won the chip, 80 not being the most has been the problem, man. Not Russ.
I heard somebody wants to talk about my Lakers.
What's up, baby?
Yeah.
Fluent.
My brother.
How you doing, y'all?
Can I respond to what Ticket said?
As you were about to say, Rufus, I'm listening.
Yeah, I want to talk about.
Hold up, Rufus. Let me just shout out my man Sports Fluent. He's in the building. One of my favorite panelists for Players Choice. Rufus, before you get into that, the show has officially started. We got everybody here today. Unfortunately, we don't have Dale, we don't have Shaq, and we don't have, well, Jason Williams on the Jason Williams show, but we are still going to hold it down and give y'all what y'all came here for. I just want to shout out all our regulars, all our people on tier 2, all our elite members, everybody that is in the Discord for Players Choice, all of our loyal fans that hold it down for us, and everybody that's in the chat. We got about 400 people in here right now. Y'all continue to file in. Y'all continue to like the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, comment, and with no further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, Ron,
what's up? Talk to me.
I don't like what Elder did, though. He set the tone wrong, because when he came here saying that about Russ, bro, that has been the narrative all season long, bro. They put the whole meal. They have basically destroyed this man's career, his reputation, to where you can't even move him without. This is a top 75 Hall of Fame cat that you can't move unless you give it up enormous pieces with this dude. I'm talking about you giving up 2 first-round picks just to move a dude like Russ, bro. It's not going to work like that, man. And that's it. To me, I think that, listen, you got to bring Russ back. You have a different coach now who believe in Russ, who say he actually have a plan for us. So let's see how it works out. Bro, when you play basketball, man, and you in a situation where you know the people don't like you, you got the fans at home ranking on you, all that stuff build up. That's why Russ out there shooting the ball off the top of the backboard and doing all this crazy stuff, because ain't nobody was getting behind him, bro. If he got the people getting behind him and pushing him, like Elder don't even want to give him a shot. How many games did he play last year? 11 games?
Elder, what is your response? Because I know you said you had a response. So how do you?
My response is this: I don't believe that Laker Nation put the full Monty on Russ. I think Russ did get the majority of the blame, but he didn't get it all. And when you go back and you look at what the Lakers have done, we had front office intermingling with the coaches was an issue. We had coaches as an issue. We had players as an issue. No defense, all offense, too old, not young enough. These were all the issues that we had, correct? These were the issues. Now go back and tell me which issues the Lakers corrected. I haven't seen any front office mingling with the coaches at all. They brought in a brand new coach. Let me finish, Ticket. I'll let you roll.
Go ahead.
They brought a new coach in. So the front office not mingling. They brought a new coach in. We got all new players that are younger and defensive oriented. All the issues the Lakers had, they have corrected, except the main one.
Which is that?
Still got rushed. And if you listen to what Ticket said, his speech gave him away on this one. He said, how you going to tell Russ come in and do his thing and don't put the ball in his hand? If you put the ball in his hand, let him do what he's going to do. That's how Russ operate. Well, you can't do that when there's a better person with the ball in their hand named LeBron James on the team.
He shouldn't have brought him to the team.
Again.
Y'all say LeBron James the smartest dude in the game.
You going to let somebody talk, bro?
Y'all say he make everybody better.
Hold on, Ticket. Hold on, Ticket. Let him finish, because as a bona fide 40-year Laker fan, I have something to say too. But go ahead.
I let him roll.
Go ahead, Roof. Keep going, Roof. Keep going.
My thing is this.
Just let everybody get their stuff off. I'm gonna come to you, bro. I'm gonna let you get your time to shine.
My thing is this: all the issues that the Lakers had, they have corrected them all except Russell Westbrook. And he was the main issue in my personal opinion. I don't see Russell Westbrook being a good fit. Russell Westbrook has been a declining player for a while. Let's just keep it real. He didn't do well in OKC. They went ahead and moved him. He didn't do with old boy Paul George. He didn't do well in Houston. He didn't do well in there. Now, if you consider just getting to the playoffs, losing the first round, well, take Russell Westbrook. But if you're a Laker fan, you're about chips. If you're a true Laker fan, in my personal opinion, you're about chips. I'm not satisfied just getting to the darn playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather not made the play-in last year and sit at home instead of getting in there and then get bounced in the play-in or out in the first round. If we don't have a chance for a chip, I don't want no parts of it. That's what Lakers do. So to me, moving Russ, see, my thing is this: having everybody is saying they want to see. Let's see what Russ do. But give him a chance. He was there last year. He had a chance. I saw enough. And when he does play this year, I mean, when people saying that, my thing to them is, what's your team? Put Russ on your team. I guarantee you change your tune. Most people come from a hypocritical standpoint. Now, if you don't have a team and you just like the NBA, I can see that. But if you got a team, put him on your team then. Put Russ on your Clippers. Put Russ on your Bulls. Put Russ on your Wizards. Put Russ on all these teams. Or not Wizards. I'm talking about championship, supposed to be contending teams. Put them on those teams and tell me you want it. These teams are lying. They don't. None of them other teams want it. And again, my thing was this, real quick.
Go ahead. Get it off.
I was just saying real quick. My thing about the 2 picks, the reason I'm not tripping about the 2 picks, for one, we should be good. Those picks should be in the late 20s. Secondly, value the players. If the players you're bringing back are worth it, do it. It ain't about 2 picks to move Russ. How about 2 picks to get these players? If the players are worthy of it, do it. Now, if you don't think they're worthy, stand pat with Russ and have another bad year, because that's what I believe coming for the Lakers. I don't believe we're going to have a successful year. And again, success is chips. It's not getting to the playoffs. I'm not going to be happy first round, second round. I'm only going to be happy to see the Lakers in the finals, because you got two top 10 players and Hall of Famers on the team. We should be in the finals. And with this team, the way it's presently constructed, which one of y'all in here going to tell me that's a championship constructed team? Which one?
Even if you took Russ off the crew, if you took Russ off the crew and you came back with Ellington, you came back with Nunn, you came back with the guys that you already had. Take Russ off the crew. And let's just take the Indiana trade off the table. Are you guys a championship contending team with the unit that's currently constructed right now? Let's take Russ out the equation. Yeah. Is that a championship contending team?
To do it more fair, you'd have to take the guys that we gave up for Russ and replace them. You can't just say Ellington because he was a free agent. We didn't give up Russ. We didn't give him up for Russ.
Right.
Give us Kuzma back. Give me KCP back. Get Caruso back. Get these guys back. Then tell me how that team looks.
So that's the unit from 1920. That won the NBA championship.
If you remove Russ, give me the guys that. Hold on. All I'm saying is this: if you remove Russ, give me the guys that we gave for Russ back. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if that's true, Rufus,
that's a much better team.
If that's true, Rufus, then this is not a Russ issue. You know why it's not a Russ issue? Because last season, when you got Russ on the crew, only 3 dudes on that unit was on the unit the year before. So that team was completely dismantled. It's not like it's the same crew that was there when y'all won the NBA championship.
This conversation is all about Russ, and it shouldn't be about Russ.
It shouldn't be
about Russ. What was wrong with I'm assuming you're a Laker fan. So what was wrong with our Lakers last year? Coaching, horrible. Rotation, horrible. Defensive effort, non-existent. Our best 2 players, LeBron James and AD, who are both, when healthy, top 5 in the NBA, played less than 60 games. How is this a Russ issue when Russ went 18? Hold on. Russ went 18.5, 18.5,
18-9,
7 on 6 less field goal attempts. So he's doing his average, but he's shooting less because he averages 22, 7 and 7 for his career. So he's given us his career numbers, averages, right? What was missing? Well, horrible coaching. No defensive effort. I will say it again. LeBron and AD are hurt. You're telling me if LeBron and AD are healthy, that's not a championship team? Of course it is. You have 2 top 5 players. It doesn't matter who's around them. They should be competing for a title, period. But LeBron played no D. AD was always hurt. No one played defense. How many times do we see Carmelo in the post and everyone just stand there and watch him post up for 7 seconds? Way too many times. So I don't want to make it about Russ, because if you're going to bring in Russ, Pelinka is part of the problem. LeBron is part of the problem because they agreed, let's bring in Russ. Well, if you're going to bring in Russ, we got to have Russ be part of that system. What's Russ's system? I'm going to take the ball off the defensive rebound, and I'm going to go. I'm going to run. That's his game. If you don't want him to do that, don't bring him on the team. They did. with the intention that he's going to run it and we're going to come down the court on fast breaks. And then in the half court, yes, then it goes into LeBron's hand and you run your half court offense. If you're not going to let Russ be Russ, don't bring in Russ. So to blame the one guy when it was everything that went wrong, nobody played defense. They weren't motivated to play. And the coach, I asked Jay because he'll tell you, the second they hired Vogel, I said, terrible hire. The second they got Russ, I said, that's not going to fit. So if I can see that as a Laker fan from the outside looking in, how did they not see it? How did they not?
All right, y'all. Hold on, Rufus. Hold on. Because we're going to change gears right quick. We're going to stay right with the Lakers. But obviously, we're talking about this because, well, it was a big trade that happened. Well, big depending on who you are. But the Lakers just acquired Patrick Beverley from the Jazz in exchange from Talon Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, Ticket, I'm going to start with you. What does this trade mean for the Lakers?
Everything.
And especially
that's why what Elder was saying was cap. That's why what Elder been saying. Elder haven't just been saying this tonight. He's been saying this the whole time, bro. Listen, Pat Beverley means everything because now you got a dude out here that's going to hold that the veterans on the team going to respect. The young guys going to respect. Everybody going to respect because they know when he come out, he ain't got no agendas. He going to put it all on the line every single night. He going to push everybody out there. He going from LeBron all the way down the roster. Even
by the
Russ,
way, we got 600 viewers in here. Y'all like the video up?
I hit the like button, man. So even with Russ out there, and he's saying he's gonna play him in the same lineup, Pat Beverley changed his life for them. If you watch everywhere he went, from Houston to the Clippers to the Minnesota Timberwolves, everywhere he went, he changed life.
Yo, Ticket, does he do that with Russ?
Yes, bro. Listen, you got it, bro.
If there's one guy you know is going to play defense every possession, that's one more than they had playing defense last year.
Facts, and you can't leave him hanging because if you leave him hanging, you're going to get exposed. Because if Pat Beverley's out there playing his ass off on defense and Russ is lacking, or somebody, LeBron or AD or somebody's lacking, it's going to show. Because you're going to see one dude out here hustling, playing hard, and everybody else lacking. But Pat Bev doesn't let that happen.
Well, let's not get too carried away. They traded away 2-0 for a little sprinkling of something. With
that also being said too, Ticket, Roof, I can listen to the tone of your voice just so you know Shaq and Kobe are gone. I know that you don't want to hear that, but they gone. Magic and Jabbar gone. And I understand that you want to
LeBron and AD though, right? It's big LeBron and AD, right?
We just won a chip with LeBron and AD.
And we talking about a dude that's going to turn 38 years old. Okay, 38 years old, and we still putting the onus on him.
He won when he was
but y'all saying this dude great.
So he won.
He still is.
How old was Brady when he won a Super Bowl?
Oh, here we go.
How old was
football is so different.
Hold on. Wait.
Let
my man.
Let's move
so y'all can see LeBron in his.
Ron.
Hold on. Wait. No, you're right. Let's hear what you got to say about him being great.
My point is this team currently constructed is not prepared to win the NBA championship. Currently, it is not constructed to win the NBA championship. Now, I know that you want to, that's the mantra in Los Angeles, winning chips. That's what it was when Shaq and Kobe was there because that team was constructed to win it. That's what it was constructed to win when Magic and Jabbar and James Worthy was there. This team, we got a rotating door going on. And because the rotating door, who's the foundation of this unit? We're talking about a unit in the last 3 years in the 4 years since James has gotten there. First round exit, won the NBA championship, missed the playoffs twice. Not only did they miss the playoffs twice, we don't have a consistent foundation with these dudes. And the reason why we don't is because we got a rotating door, man. Who do we have? We got James, we got LeBron James, we got Anthony Davis. KCP is gone. Kuzma is gone. And the reason why this guy's is gone, because you guys think that it's a good idea to keep rotating dudes. If you win it, what's wrong with us bringing back what we have?
I said that, but
what's wrong with us running it back?
We didn't. We got to move forward.
No, Tone, and that's the problem right there, Tone. The fact that we just got to move forward. Okay, we did it and we screwed up, so we just got to move forward. That's not good enough, Tone. This thing was working. This thing was working with what we were doing, and now it's not. And now what we want to do is, I'm not going to do that neither, Rufus. I'm not going to do that neither, Rufus.
Bro, I've been saying that. Hold on. I've been saying it the whole time. I've been saying you don't break nothing. You don't fix nothing that ain't broke. This elder been sitting around here running from when they won the chip, talking about they couldn't keep the same team. No. But guess what? This all go back to your boy, Chilltown, to your boy, Fluent, LeBron James. He got
that ain't my boy. Don't you dare call that guy my boy.
Okay, hold on. He got the most chill boy. He got the most trades in NBA history. So that dude traded away all them dudes. He the one that traded away everybody and brought in Marc Gasol and all them other dudes the year before last. He the one that went and traded all them other dudes, Kuzma and all the rest of the dudes. He traded every dude that was on the roster from when he got there until this point. He traded all them dudes. That was LeBron James. LeBron James the one who went and picked Dennis Schroeder and told him to come over there. LeBron James the one who told Montrezl Harrell to take the pay cut, don't go to Charlotte, come over here and made him look like a fool and sit on the bench. LeBron James the one who traded all them other dudes and went and got Russ when he could have went and got DeMar DeRozan, or he would have got the dude with the big teeth and other old boy. Come on, man. That's not true. LeBron James, bro. All of these.
I'm listening to you, Roof. I'm listening to you. Hold on, Tone. Roof, I'm listening to you, Roof.
It's a lot of that is just straight cap. Again, I want to respond to what my man here said. Again, I'm listening to y'all. Y'all speech actually give y'all away. Now, people may be upset that they think Russ has taken a big share of this, but I listened to y'all, and I think he must have missed when I started talking in the beginning. I gave all the issues that the Lakers had this past year that made us have the worst year ever in Lakerville. And they have actually corrected every single issue we had except one. But everybody's capping for this to be the chance. Take the chance. It could work. How? Russ can't play his game in this system. He can't play his game next to LeBron James. You even said, my brother, when you were talking, when I heard about Russ coming, I knew that was a bad fit. Why is it still not a bad fit? Why is it still not a bad fit? It's a bad fit. Not to cut
you off, but I got a question to ask. So are you saying that the addition of Patrick Beverley doesn't matter because Russ is still there?
Facts. Here's the thing. This one guy said, I think I was on this show too. He talked about how that Lakers was like plus 1,800, right, on the Vegas line. And he said when they got Patrick Beverley, that line didn't change. I said, bro, that line was there before Patrick Beverley got on the team. It didn't change because Russ is still on the team. I promise you this. Take Russ off that team. I promise you that Vegas line changed. I don't care who you put. Utah players, Knicks players, San Antonio players, Indiana players. Doesn't matter. I bet that line changed. I bet people will feel like the Lakers have a better chance to win with Russ off the team than with Russ on it. And again, I'm not trying to bash Russ.
Depending who they replace him with. And
it doesn't. Again, all I'm saying is this: it doesn't matter.
I wasn't.
The line will change. All I'm saying is the line.
I wasn't.
The line will. You what? Not? Yeah, you're right. You missed what I
went when you said that. So I went
through all of that. I went through all of that earlier, and I said it's not just Russ, but Russ was a major problem. And when the Lakers have gone this offseason and actually fixed every problem they had last year, except Russ, and now I'm getting people telling me we should just accept Russ and take a chance and it's going to work.
Okay.
You mess around. Hold on, Piggy. Hold on.
Fluent. Go ahead, Fluent. Go ahead.
No, it might not be except that it's Russ, because like I said, I did think it was a bad fit because I knew that they wouldn't change the system. So if they've changed everything else, Darvin Ham has said he has a system in place that will accentuate Russ's positives and that will work for them. So if they're not going to trade him, because listen, it's hard to trade $44 million. It's not easy. And so if they're going to trade him, it's different. But if they're saying they have a system where he can fit in, that's a different conversation. The way at the time when they brought in Russ and what Russ needs to do, I said there's no way Vogel can have a system that'll work for Russ. That's why it was a bad fit. Now, if they're saying we're going to change up what we do and there's a system okay, let me see it. But that's what I'm saying. Otherwise,
question about that system. Okay, I'm talking about the system real quick. You hear about that system? Do you think that works for Russ? Playing in the dunker spot, sliding him out to the short corner.
Well,
Russ wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be able to run and gun.
I'm glad.
You don't hear none of that in Darvin Ham's system.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
I know Darv. I got much faith. I was one of the first people on here saying when the Lakers had get rid of old boy Darvin Ham, I was like, he needs to be the next coach. So I'm happy we got Darvin. I don't see Russ complying to the things Darvin gonna ask him to do.
I don't know
because
about
it's not going to situate him, and he's not going to get the numbers. Y'all,
You know what's
real
not
quick,
gonna
and I'll let
happen?
you go. And real quick, and I'll let you go, Chilltown, real quick. Y'all saw last year in those press conferences after the game. You saw him when the Lakers would win and Russ don't get the triple doubles or the big numbers. He's looking all lethargic, looking all upset, he's looking mad. And then the games when he got the triple doubles and we lost, he's on the phone, he's laughing, he's sending messages.
So now
he's
Russ
cool.
selfish. Okay, so now
Bro,
it sound like
am I lying?
Did
I make that up? Did I make that up?
Sound like he's
That's
selfish.
a fact.
I've never heard.
Chilltown, I'm asking you a question. Did I make that up? What I just said? Am I
I've
lying
never,
on Russ?
I've never seen Russ be selfish. I've never seen him be that. I can't say that I've never seen Russ.
No problem, bro.
I wouldn't say
No
selfish,
problem.
but I know
No
Russ is
problem,
happy
bro.
when he plays well.
And that's anybody. That's anybody. That's not just
Am
Russ.
I lying?
That's
Hey,
anybody.
Ticket, what I just said, am I lying? Am I lying about Russ in those press conferences? Yes or no?
That goes without saying.
Hold on. Answer the question, Ticket. Am I lying?
Elder, man, you hating, man.
Answer the question. Am I lying?
Elder,
Answer the question.
Hold on, let me ask you a question because I got some.
You ain't gonna answer mine
I got some
first.
ether for you right now, dog.
Answer mine first.
What happened? Hold on. What happened the year before that when Russ wasn't on the team? What happened the year before that when Russ wasn't on the team? Why they got beat in the first round? Why they got beat in the first round? Why they got beat in the first round? What happened the year before that when Russ wasn't there? Why they lost then? Why they lost in the first round?
What you talking about? We won then. What you talking about? We won that year.
The year before Russ came, y'all got smoked in the first round by the Suns. Cut the cap.
Hold on, Ticket. Hold on, Ticket.
Go ahead, Tim.
That's not the same thing. That's a completely
My point is, he blamed Russ for the Lakers' failures, but guess what? If AD
he's
and
a
Bron
part
hurt,
of the problem.
they're not going to succeed anyways.
He's a part
AD
of
and
the
LeBron
problem.
was hurt all last season. So what
they
did
ain't getting moved though. They're not getting moved though.
Can we
got too much invested in those.
He can lead the second unit.
Hold on. Even if they're part of the problem, we're not moving them because we got too much invested. So they ain't going nowhere.
The
so
problem
we ain't moving them.
The problem last year, Rufus, with Russ was Vogel was already out on Russ before this thing even started. He already had his agenda. He already had his mind made up about Russ. And that matters. When you on a crew with a coach who already has his mind made up about, who already got his mind made up about you. Now, I gotta add that into, I'm in Los Angeles, which is where I'm from, by the way. I'm playing with James. The spotlight is on me even more. To now, I gotta not only not play my game, but I gotta switch my game up, then get back to my game. Then switch my game up, then get back to my game. Now, I understand that the fit might not have been great, but there were a lot of variables in this to go against Russ. But Russ was not the whole problem. We're talking about a Los Angeles Lakers team. I know you didn't. I'm not saying that you did. We're talking about a Los Angeles Lakers team that was at the bottom of the, not the Western Conference, but the NBA in everything defensively. They were one of the worst transition defensive teams in the game. They were one of the worst perimeter defensive teams in the game. Pat Beverley comes to this team. He's on that Minnesota team. The year before he's on that Minnesota team, they're 16th in the league in steals and creating turnovers, and 9th in creating turnovers. The year Pat Beverley gets on that team, they're 3rd in the league in creating turnovers, and they're 6th in the league in steals. Same thing I believe is going to happen with Los Angeles. Why? Because Pat Beverley is respected. Now, if I could see Michael Jordan, if I could see Scottie Pippen, and I could see Dennis Rodman shaking hands, Russ and Pat Beverley could work this thing out. I'm 100% confident in that.
Yo, Ticket. Hold on. I got a question for you too, Ticket. I'm gonna let you go. I just got a question because it sounds like you think that they can all work together and they can coexist. If you do think that, can you let me know why you think that Patrick Beverley and Russ and Bron and AD can all play together and win?
Bro, because you lied to the man. You can't tell the man, look, come over here and tell him to play his game and then don't let him play his game. That's leadership on the part of LeBron James and AD and them, dog. Listen, if I'm going to keep going to the media and telling you to play your game, I have to let you play your game. If I ain't letting the man play his game, then guess what? Going into the season, they should have did what they're doing right now. Having the coach saying, look, Russ, this your role. We got a certain role called out for you. This is what you want. This is what we want you to do. That way, Russ knows going into the season what the coach and the players and the team want from him, bro. But when you tell the dude, we're going to put the ball in your hands, we're going to let you do your thing, play your game, and then you don't let him do it, of course Russ going to be mad. Now, I agree with Elder about Russ going to the press conference and doing all that stuff. I saw it. Me and Elder, we talked about that during the season. He did do that. But still, bro, that don't take away from the fact that these dudes that watch y'all show and all the other dudes that's on the show say that LeBron James is a top 10 player in the NBA. They say that AD when healthy, is a top 10, 15 player in the NBA, right? Okay, how is it Russ's fault that a top 15 player can't stay healthy the whole season for almost all the time he's been in LA? AD's been hurt all the time. So now you taking half of your defense and your 26, 27 points of your offense off the court. So you already compromised. Then who else you got behind him that can really, fill in the role if he's hurt? Nobody. Dwight Howard, what is he gonna do? He's not filling in that role. So what I'm saying is that Elder is putting all this on Russell Westbrook when he should be putting this on the hands of the man who constructed all this, which is LeBron James.
No, it's not LeBron James. Enough with the LeBron James logic. That's not true.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm understanding you're saying is coaching was an issue, rotations were an issue, the roster was an issue, defense was an issue, health was an issue, Russ was an issue. Like the fit. And you're saying they fixed those 5, Russ being a fit on the system they didn't fix. Am I correct in that? Is that what you're saying?
Was LeBron playing defense? Was LeBron playing defense?
You talk about tickets, right?
Was LeBron
is that what you? No, I'm saying, is that what you said?
No, I'm saying that LeBron wasn't being this great leader that y'all call him. He won't play defense
at all. He don't fit the system.
No, but that's what I'm asking you. What
Even with all those corrections,
am I understanding what you said? It was those 6 things that were wrong, and they fixed the 5. They didn't fix Russ being a fit in the system.
Facts.
Yeah, okay.
That's your logic right there, Rufus. I want to make sure I'm understanding you too.
Yeah, I want to
make.
Here's the main thing.
I'm listening to you too, Rufus.
Here's the main thing.
Yep.
Y'all keep saying, all of y'all, Russ and Ticket, really the main one. Russ needs the ball in his hand. Russ needs the ball in his hand. You're not going to have the ball in your hand the majority of the time when you're playing with LeBron James. He is already
chilling. I want to hear from you next.
Do better when the ball's in his hand.
Hold on. I want to hear from Chill. I want to hear from Chill.
Why he bring Dennis Schroeder? Why he bring them type of point guards in? You had a point guard that fit with y'all perfect like Rondo. No, y'all didn't want no point guards like that. Y'all went and got scoring point guards. Then you wonder why AD couldn't get the ball. So when you brought them dudes in, that was LeBron James who brought Dennis Schroeder them in. That was him who brought Russell Westbrook in. Y'all cut this
fully
crap
understand
out.
it. Now my thing, hold on. My thing is this, real quick before you go, Chill. Before you go, Chill. Look at what you just said. We brought all those guys in. They didn't work. We got rid of them. I don't hear you complain about them.
LeBron brought them guys in.
Again, LeBron brought them in. LeBron brought them in. The Lakers got rid of them. I don't hear you complaining for capping for Schroeder. I don't hear you capping for them dudes. But you capping for Russell Westbrook. He brought him in, and he was even worse. He was worse than Schroeder. He was worse than them other dudes.
Chill. What do I say all the time? Fail
quick. Fail
quick, bro. It doesn't work. Move.
Fail fast.
Absolutely. Who take the fluent? Chill. Who take the mustard of the blame when your team fails? The leader of the team.
But you're not getting rid of your leader.
This is
you're not moving your leader.
That's number one. That's number one, Rufus.
You're not moving
him. That's number one. Number two, we're talking about a LeBron James who I don't understand why he's the complete catalyst of this. Rob Pelinka is the general manager. They pay him.
I blame him too.
Okay, they pay.
He needs to grow a pair. He needs to grow. Sorry, Chill. Go ahead.
They pay Rob Pelinka to do a job. That Laker front office has been in shambles for years. Let's not act like the Los Angeles Lakers have been in the Western Conference Championship or in the NBA Finals over the last 5 years, because they haven't. In fact, I saw, rest his soul, a Kobe Bryant stomping off the floor, telling Mitch Kupchak and company, "You guys haven't given me, you know what, to do anything." That's why they lost. That's why they lost almost 60 games, or I believe 50-something games, because they weren't doing anything in that front office. And there's no way that I'm buying the logic that this whole thing was orchestrated by LeBron James. He's the one.
Players, Chill.
No,
he does have too much say. He does have too much say.
Hold on, Ticket. We got one mic. Go ahead, Chill.
Because he's as good as a GM as Jordan is.
As much of involvement that I am, if I'm James, at the end of the day, Rob Pelinka still got the final say. And the reason why I say that is because, if I remember correctly, there are plenty of guys who scoff at the idea of a coach getting hired, who scoff at the idea of a player getting traded. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to be quiet and you're going to do your job. And that could very well have been James. I'm not buying the logic that he's the one orchestrating this. He's the one orchestrating that. LeBron James is under contract, and he was under contract. He told him to bring time.
Before he signed the extension, he did have more pull. So although I do blame Rob Pelinka for not doing what he had. Because there were times in the Bulls era when Jerry Krause there wanted to make moves and Jordan didn't approve of them, trading Oakley for Cartwright as an example. And he said, I don't care. It's best for the team. I'm doing it. And Pelinka doesn't do that. And part of that is they didn't have LeBron James signed, right? They just signed him to that extension. So they kind of wanted to make him happy because if he doesn't sign, well, now we're starting fresh. Now we're starting all over and we're going to stink for a decade because you're not going to replace LeBron James.
Now, Ron, to answer your question, I think Pat Beverley makes them better defensively simply because they're at the bottom of the league. And he's going to be a voice that they're going to have to respect. At 34 years old and a dirty work guy who averages not that many minutes, but who's an irritant and who's solid enough on defense and brings the effort enough to make those other guys go, yo, we got to get on his page because we are bad anyway. And if we get on this guy's page, he's going to make us better. Now, does Pat Beverley make a significant improvement? No, but it'll be better than what you guys were. So I'm sure of that.
Well, hold on.
Wait.
Because you say significant. Hold on, let me finish this about the defense real quick. He doesn't make a significant defense overall, but if he plays defense, like I said, he's going to be the only one versus last year. And if that inspires some better defensive play from everybody else, even if they play a little bit of defense last year, they're significantly better. So it might make a significant difference based on how it affects everybody else. So maybe not him individually, but how it affects the collective.
Y'all gotta
hold up, Tiki. We gotta move on.
Let me get this off, Ron.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you get this off, and we gotta move on.
Bro, no, man. Hey, bro, this is the reason why I be getting upset. And I'm telling it real, man. Bro, stop not holding these dudes accountable, bro. LeBron, KD, Kawhi, these dudes picking these teams, man. It ain't the ownership. It's them dudes picking the squad. When Kawhi go to the Clippers, he bringing Paul George. He bringing all them other dudes on the team. When KD's with the Brooklyn Nets, they let him pick the whole squad. LeBron James come to the Lakers, get all these other dudes off the team. He pick his own squad, bro. Bro, you pick the team, you live and die with the results, man. And here's the last thing. Y'all say these dudes are so great. Y'all say these dudes, and listen, LeBron James, 37, 38 years old, still great in my opinion. But they still say he's one of the top players in the league. Okay, so if he's still one of the top players in the league, throw age out the window because that's no excuse. Because if you say he's one of the top players in the league, prove it. Or if not, get him out of the top 10.
I mean, he did make the All-NBA team at the age that he was. He still did make the All-NBA team. But Ticket, I'm listening to your logic, and it sounds to me like you just got to play for whoever you play for, and whatever team I'm on. Whatever the general manager does, whatever management does, I just got to eat that. And whenever my contract is up, whenever my contract is up, then I'm leaving. And
KD and Kyrie didn't sweep the whole team they had over there in Brooklyn out and put their own team over there. They didn't tell them to
listen, today's NBA. The guys are going to choose to play with each other. The general manager's job is say, okay, these three have decided to play together. My job as the GM is to build the roster around them, whether they like it or not. That's my job. And if you don't, you shouldn't be a GM.
That's wrong. You're getting those guys fluent, and you're saying to those guys are saying, we're going to you, but we're picking our team and the players we want around us. And they're saying, okay, if you come over here, you can have free reign. That's what they did with KD and them, bro.
Okay,
KD and Kyrie went over there. They traded the whole team. They traded LeVert. They traded the big dude, Jared Allen. They got Spencer Dinwiddie, all them cats out of there. They put all their own guys in the team and got swept.
You think that you honestly do you honestly think that Kevin Durant didn't want Jared Allen? Jared Allen is one of the better rim protectors in the game. You think that he didn't want him?
Bro,
whoa. You honestly think that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are going, yo, Karis LeVert is out for Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge? Are you serious? No way he's doing that.
Harden at any cost. A dude with a 36 double D and James Harden, man.
No,
he traded for James Harden, bro.
Well,
he traded him for his boy, man.
First, all right. So we gotta reel it back in. We started talking about the Nets. We were supposed to be talking about Pat Beverley.
These players picking their.
All right. We got you, Ticket. We got you. Superstars picking their own teams and they not winning. You beat it into our head for the last 3 episodes. We understand you don't like that, and we'll see what happens moving forward with LeBron and KD and them. But moving along, we have 900 people in here. Appreciate everybody for joining. Unfortunately, Jay Will's not here. He'll be here next week. like the video while you are here and continue to enjoy these hot debates that we got going on.
Ron,
You don't have white chocolate, you got sweet
trying to
chocolate.
put this mute. You can keep trying to put this truth on mute, but it ain't never gonna be quiet, dog.
Bet that. hey, I'm all here for you kicking the truth. I'm all here for you kicking the truth. Let's continue to move on. No, I got an even hotter topic for you guys and an even better question. But before we get into that, I asked the chat who was to blame for the Lakers' woes, and 38% of everybody said that LeBron was. So, hey,
Thank you.
I guess Ticket might be right. I guess Ticket's right.
Thank you.
But
know what it is. People know. The people know.
All right.
The people standing with me. The people standing with me. So
The reason why the reason why people saying that is because James is one of the most hated guys, regardless. So you could say that James,
but you also blame the best player on the team.
Of course,
he also gets the most fanfare when they win.
Course. So of course, he's the best player on the team, so he's going to get the lion's share of the glory and the blame. Now, even though we're talking about a Los Angeles, and you know this better than I do, Rufus. The Los Angeles Lakers, the reason why you are a fan of them is because they've always been number one, a first-class organization. They don't tolerate any of that other logic of, well, I'm going to pick this guy. No. Jerry West made it clear what he was doing with Shaq and Kobe. He made it clear what he was doing with Jabbar and Magic. They don't do that in Lakerland. Now all of a sudden, James is there, and this thing is getting switched up, and James is picking the team, and James is the one telling you that I want Anthony Davis and I want this guy. What happened to general managing? What happened to the president of basketball operations going, listen, you play, I manage? What happened to that? Now all of a sudden, this is all on James. Because let's make sure we clear, Rufus. There is somebody signing the checks. I believe her name is Jeannie Buss, and she's the one signing off on all of this. Just like Rob Pelinka, he's the one signing off on all of this if this is going down, which I'm not buying at all. Because again, the Los Angeles Lakers are a first-class organization, and they don't tolerate that. They don't tolerate that.
Hey, chill. Let me say y'all.
Hold up. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Let me say one thing about this dude.
We all
died. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna have to mute everybody because we off the Lakers. We moving on. But actually, we are getting into the Lakers, just not the current Lakers. Now, I need to know which dynasty was better. The Lakers three-peat with Kobe and Shaq, or the Warriors with 4 rings. Who had the better dynasty? But before I get into which team would win and all of this, I just want to know who was more talented. Fluent, I'm going to start with you.
Lakers three-peat. They went through a playoffs, lost one game. That team was the 0-3 Lakers. No one's beating that team, or 0-1 Lakers, whatever. No one's beating that team. No one's beating that Laker team. Lakers three-peat. Because you know what the Lakers did that the Warriors couldn't do? Won 3 in a row.
Talk to us, Chill.
That's simple for me also. I think it's the Lakers. They were the most talented team. Add that to the fact that group was together. Robert Horry, Shaq, Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, Bryant Shaw. Just those 5. Just those 5. Take Bryant Shaw off the table. Just those 5. They were together 7 years. When you build that kind of camaraderie, when you build that kind of chemistry, there's no reason why you're not going to start. Once you figure it out, you're not going to start steamrolling teams. And then they started rotating guys who stayed on the unit, like Devin George and Bryant Shaw, and then Samaki Walker, and bringing in guys like that. That Laker team was they were a half-a-mile freight train with no brakes. In my opinion, I think that was the most talented of the two, no doubt.
Okay, Elder Rufus, which dynasty is better out of these two, the Warriors or the Lakers?
I'm definitely in agreement that the Lakers was. Three-peating is just much harder. Anyways, they didn't have to add no superstar player to their team, no top player in the game to keep their thing going. And then another thing I agree with everything the two brothers said. The 15-1 and the talent that they had to be able to keep it together, no doubt, the camaraderie. But even in their superstars, they didn't like each other, but they were extremely professional when it came to winning basketball games. And I respect that out of them. So I definitely would say the Lakers three-peat was much harder to do than what the Golden State did. I respect that more.
Got you. Yo, Ticket, which team is more talented? The three-peat Lakers or the Warriors that won 4 championships?
You gonna take me off mute?
It's on
You're
you.
not on
The
mute.
floor is yours.
Y'all not
it's on
finna
you.
run away from this smoke, man.
No,
Y'all
hey,
not finna run away from this smoke,
Tiki,
bro. Listen.
give him the smoke. Let
Nobody
him have
running,
it.
but man.
Let him have
Nobody
it.
running. We all here, my man.
Because I'm gonna say like this, and I'm gonna answer your question. If LeBron wins, everybody say, "Hey, man, LeBron's the greatest. Look what he did with Russ. Look what he did with his Lakers team. He's 38 years old. They get all the credit when they win. Give him the blame when they lose. The Lakers team was the better team because the Golden State Warriors ain't 3-peat. They almost did, but they didn't. No cigar.
And for everybody in the chat who's saying KD was only there for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Keep that. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. 3 years, 2 chips.
Make sure that we remember too, Rufus, because I have to deal with this dude. This dude down on the bottom is the consummate Laker fan. I got to deal with him on the regular. So I have to absolutely know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Lakers. I mean, like I said, that Laker team, they were a half-mile freight train with no brakes. In 2001, when Kobe and Shaq got into it, and I understand why they got into it, because Shaq came into camp out of shape. Shaq was looking at Kobe like, I got another guy that I can just hand the ball, but he still wanted to be the man. Kobe was looking at it like, listen, man, I'm coming to work every day. I'm ready to roll. You need to be ready to roll, and you're not, but you want the responsibility of being the man. So they eventually got that thing figured out. We talking about a team that went 15-1 in the playoffs, undefeated on the road in the playoffs. That hasn't been done before they did it.
And let's be honest,
it hasn't been done since they did it.
Why did they lose that one game? Game 1 of the final.
And the one game that they lost, they lost to Philadelphia. The one game that they lost to Philadelphia, they had 10 days off. And the Philadelphia 76ers beat Milwaukee in Game 7. Milwaukee lose to Philadelphia in Game 7 on Sunday. Game 1 is on Wednesday. Rufus, who would you rather fight? Would you rather fight somebody that's been sitting around or somebody who just got whooping somebody's ass? Because I'll tell you who I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight the dude who just got off with somebody. The dude that's been sitting around, I'm good with him because I think that I could rough him up. And that's what happened with the Lakers. And once that happened, they ended up steamrolled Philadelphia. And then the same thing went on the next year. The same exact thing went on the next year. And when I think about that Los Angeles Lakers team, we're talking about Kobe and Shaq, who were also first team All-NBA. Both of those two dudes together. KD and Kyrie Irving never made first. KD and Steph Curry in their reign, in their 3 years, did not make first team All-NBA. And Kobe Bryant and Shaq were all-league defenders too. That never happened with the Lakers. I'm sorry.
It's ironic you got so much praise for Kobe. But where do you have Kobe ranked all time? Because I heard you got him kind of low, but you just gave him a whole lot of praise.
Well, he got him lower than I like.
Just because whoa, stop right there. Just because I like a dude and just because I can recognize somebody's greatness, that doesn't mean that the people that I have ahead of him aren't legit.
No,
I got him at 11, right outside the top 10. Ooh. Yes, sir. I got him at 11, right outside the top 10. My top 10 all time. My top 10 all time: James, Jordan, Jabbar, Chamberlain, Russell, Magic, Bird, Duncan, Olajuwon, Diesel. That's my top 10. And I got Kobe Bryant right on the other side of that, looking right on the other side of that. Now, does that mean he wasn't awesome? Absolutely, he was. He was absolutely awesome. I just think that the guys in front of him were just a little bit more.
Chill. Kobe did more than Hakeem in his second career. In his second
That's
half.
Not true. That's not true. That is not true.
He got two finals MVPs. Hakeem got 2 chips when Jordan was retired. Remember that. Hakeem only won because Mike Jordan was retired.
That's not true.
Kobe Bryant ran away from Shaq. He wasn't going to beat Jordan.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm glad you brought that up, Ticket. I'm glad you brought that up, Ticket. You being the consummate Jordan guy. You also talking to another Jordan guy. And Michael Jordan made it clear to the reporter in Houston after they lost to the Rockets for the 5th time in 6 years. He said to him, quote, "It's a good thing that they can't ever get out of the West." Why is that? Because we got no answer for that monster that they got.
You can't trust.
This is what Jordan said.
No answer for Mike.
They beat them 5 times in 6 tries. That's number one. That's number one. They beat them.
When the money's on the wood, I'm rolling with Mike.
And I tell you one thing.
You didn't bring up the regular season.
And I will tell you this. I don't think Michael Jordan loses one day of sleep knowing that he ain't have to see Olajuwon in the finals. I don't think he loses a day of sleep because of that. So you could talk that cap nonsense all you want.
Olajuwon did say the same thing about Jordan.
He did say the same thing about him.
So
But
use it against him that he said, "Oh, it's a good thing they can't get out of the West."
Just a mutual respect, man. What else you gonna say?
I never heard Elijah. I heard Olajuwon say that Jordan was great. I never heard him say he didn't want to. I didn't say. I never heard him say he didn't want to see him. I bet you that. I'd like to hear that. I would absolutely like to hear that.
So back to your question, Ron. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Fluent. It's on you, Fluent.
Yeah, it's on you, Tone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, back to because I'm seeing the chat where like they have no answer for KD. Who's the answer for Shaq? Who's the answer for Kobe? Like they have no answer for KD.
There are a lot of guys that throw at KD. There are a ton of guys that throw at KD.
Who's gonna stop them?
Hold up. Let him go.
We got two guys in Shaq and Kobe that are, with one exception, who has them at 11, 2 top 10 players against 2 guys who aren't top 10. Like, give me a break here, guys.
Hey, Fluent. And Kobe, and they say Kobe got locked down in the finals. They lost to the Pistons. He still got you one. KD just got swept. He just got swept.
That Kobe in the finals, that was different.
He still got you one.
Yeah,
he still got you one. He still got you one. KD just got swept.
The Lakers had plenty of guys that throw at KD. If you playing that team against that team, they had plenty of guys.
And you also,
let's be real. You're not going to stop KD. All you can do is throw people at him and slow him down. You can't stop no one's going to stop Kobe. No one's going to stop KD. No one's going to stop Shaq. Like, it's ridiculous to think someo's going to go and lock these guys up. I mean, no one locks down.
Well, wait a minute though, Tony.
I just saw Tatum.
Right. And guys can get slowed down. I mean, Kobe averaged 22 a game.
I said they can slow him down.
You can slow a guy down.
Yeah, no one's stopping them. Is what I said.
You can absolutely slow those guys down.
Yeah.
Hey, Fluent, to me, you stop somebody if you hold them under their average in the series. If you hold a dude under their average, you stop.
Yeah, even if they do score their average, if they got to work, they shoot a lower field goal percentage. Like, they got to work extra hard, and then they can't play defense and stuff. Like, there's other ways, even if they score their average.
But see,
if you make it hard on them and it screws up the rest of the offense because they're so focused on getting theirs, hey, you stopped them. You did a good job. I'm
glad you pointed out about KD. I don't understand why they so hooked on KD, bro. Because if you think about it,
overrated.
What has he done without the Warriors? Let's think about this. Let's really think about this real quick, Ron, y'all. What has KD done as far as winning without the Golden State Warriors? What has he done? He won one series since he left Golden State. One. What has he done outside of that? What has he won outside of Golden State?
You forget that he did spend 9 years in Oklahoma City. Did you forget that?
He's been on the top 5 team his whole career, except for the first 2 years in Seattle.
But he was in Oklahoma City not only was he in Oklahoma City for 9 years. I mean, he did win the league MVP. They did go to the Western Conference Final.
He was on a top 5 team every single year in the league outside of years he played in Seattle when he first came in the league. And he won nothing except for with the Warriors.
Okay.
The Warriors, he ain't win nothing. So
they weren't better than that Miami Heat team. We all know that. They weren't better than them.
They were.
No, they weren't. They got smoked. No. I'm all ears to hear this. I'm all ears to hear this.
I'll tell you why they was better. I'm gonna tell you why they was better. I'm gonna tell you because the Dallas Mavericks came and smoked them dudes out.
What that got to do with anything? What does the Dallas Mavericks have to do with anything?
Bro, all them games, listen, all them games was close. KD didn't close the deal. Down the stretch of them games, KD did not close the deal in the NBA Finals.
And you know why he didn't close the deal? The reason why he didn't close the deal is because he was playing against a better player on a better team. You're telling us that Dallas Maverick team that the Miami Heat beat, that's the same team the next year? They're not the same team. Roles were reversed. Guys came back better. James came back better. Dwayne Wade was able to take a step back and let James be the guy. Chris Bosh was better.
That was the biggest change right there.
You can't tell me that Miami Heat team from 2010 that lost to the Dallas Mavericks is the same crew that came back. That's no way you're selling that logic. No way you're selling that.
It ain't my fault your king folded in the finals.
What does that have to do with anything? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Nothing. What you're doing is
chill. They lost because LeBron James didn't play normal. If he played his normal game, they win that series.
And then what happened? And I'm glad.
I'm disputing that. No one's disputing that, right?
Nobody's disputing that.
Not only is nobody disputing that, the Dallas Mavericks series has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. Ticket.
I'm saying nothing. KD had a much more talent.
I think Ticket's saying KD's overrated. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? KD's overrated?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. All right, I agree with you.
But hold on.
I agree with it.
Wait a second.
Now LeBron is too.
Let's get back to the original point though, because we're not talking about what KD did in OKC. We're talking about KD on the Warriors.
Right.
The Splash Bros with Draymond Green and KD, do they stand a chance in a 7-game series to beat the three-peat Lakers, Shaq, Kobe in the game?
I don't think so.
Do they? Hold on.
In how many
Do they
games?
stand a chance? Hold on.
In how many games do they lose?
stand it? Of course, they stand a
Six
chance
easy.
because if they get hot, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But no, it's the
Six
Lakers.
max.
Lakers and
Six
No,
max.
don't say that. Hey,
Lakers
Fluent,
and
don't
six.
say that. Fluent, don't disrespect the Lakers like that. First of all, the dude that y'all praise and call a Hall of Famer would have got smoked. Draymond Green would have got obliterated off planet Earth. Off planet Earth.
Agreed.
He got obliterated.
He
So
definitely wouldn't have been guarding Shaq.
He couldn't guard Shaq, that's for sure.
He definitely wouldn't have been guarding Shaq.
Him, Looney Tunes,
He'd be guarding Rick Fox.
That would have been Shaq would have averaged 45.
He decimated front line. So I'm telling you right now, $100 million man would have got smoked in that series. Looney Tunes would have got smoked in that series. Any other big man you threw up, Shaq would have took so many fouls in that series. It wouldn't even funny. They
Who's
would've
Looney
slowed the
Tunes?
game
No, I'm not. Who's Looney Tunes?
Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney. Kevon
That's what
Looney.
you're talking about.
He'd have got smoked.
Yeah, I don't. That's a bad matchup. That's an actual bad matchup for the Golden State Warriors. It would have been. They probably would have been 5 games. Yeah, it'd probably been 5 games.
I give him. The reason I give him 6. The reason I say 6
because they can
right,
shoot.
5 or 6. I give him 6 because listen, they also went through the playoffs, only lost 1 game. If KD and Curry get and Clay, they can get hot. So they steal a couple at home. That's why I give them 5-6 games.
Bro, how you gonna get in that rhythm, Fluent, when the Lakers slowing you down, throwing it to Shaq? When the Lakers slow the game down, that take the Warriors out of everything they want to do.
Hold that thought, Fluent. Hold that thought. We got 975 people in here. You guys make sure you like the video. I would hate to have to instill the J-Rob rule. Also, on top of that, I just put up a poll in the chat. You guys let me know if everybody up here is wrong, because everybody up here has the Lakers. You guys let me know how you feel about the matter. Go ahead, Fluent.
No. Like I said, maybe I'm being too generous. 5-6 sounds right. Like I said, they could get lucky.
I think the reason why
Fluent know the truth, man. Ain't nobody was stopping Shaq. That dude.
nobody was stopping Shaq.
That dude
I'm not-
a Hall of Famer.
As long as Kobe is the smart Kobe who plays with Shaq, they're unstoppable. If he gets into one of his, let me shoot everything and shoot.
Well, he was in those
For the
two.
most part,
Yeah, he wasn't those days. That's what I'm saying. As long as he's that
He was
Kobe,
in 01, 02.
Kobe played the smart game for the most
yes,
part.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. As long as he's that guy, I agree with you.
And we are talking, and Dre. I think Draymond Green would be overmatched. However, I think that when you talk about him being a Hall of Famer ticket, do you understand exactly what the Hall of Fame is? The Hall of Fame is not the. No, you don't. You say you do, but you don't.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
Okay,
That man ain't no Hall of Famer, bro.
run down Draymond Green's run down his resume and tell me he's not a Hall of Famer. Go ahead.
Okay, look, you can look at his resume, but this is what I'm saying to you, bro.
I'm listening.
First of all, I'm gonna use your words again. You should be able to drop him in any situation, and he should be able to be a Hall of Famer. Ain't wrong. He ain't. Ether. Finish. Over.
I don't know about that.
Rap
But
City.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The problem ticket. Hold on. The problem ticket is the bar for the Hall of Fame is way too damn low.
And that's why I'm raising it.
In there,
That's why I'm raising it. And that's why I'm raising it.
I'm with you. I've been fighting that fight. However, the bar is so low that based on who's in there, he's in. Do I like that? No. Do I agree with it? No. Is it what it should be? No.
What do we?
But it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So everything you did from
Everything you've done, yeah.
U8 and up
International,
is
college,
counted.
all that
So
stuff.
him playing in college, all that stuff matters to the Hall of Fame.
International.
When
And
he
so he's in.
act like this dude some all-time.
He's not, but neither is Bill Bradley. Neither is friggin'
Bro, I agree
part-time
with
Bill
you.
Walton.
I
But
agree.
they're
Hold on,
in.
Hold on, Fluent. I agree. But that don't mean we got to keep putting these clowns in there, man.
I
Look,
agree.
he's a great
I
role
agree.
player. He's a great role player, bro. I don't have no doubt about it. But, bro, when we talk about the Hall of Fame, man, just because it's watered down don't mean we got to continue to do that, man. That's why we exist. We exist.
If you want to start the NBA Hall of Fame where Ticket and I pick the players, please send your donations to playerschoice.com.
I'm just telling the truth.
Okay.
Bro, hey, listen. Maybe somebody will listen to us.
Pro basketball is the only one that doesn't have a Pro basketball is the only sport that does not have a Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. Everybody else, hockey, baseball, football,
It's
all
the
of them
NFL Hall of Fame.
all of them have a Hall of Fame. All of them have a Hall of Fame. Now, when I think about what Draymond Green did. We talk about an all-time great. I mean, man, he did all-time leading rebound in Michigan State history. He was the Big Ten Player of the Year. He came to the NBA. He won the Defensive Player of the Year. He made the All-NBA team twice. He made the All-League Defensive Team 7 times. He made the All-Star team 6 times. He was when he was doing these things, he was doing these things on a championship team. He wasn't just doing them, and it wasn't baseless. It wasn't that
team.
It doesn't.
Chill. You easy to beat in this conversation. That was a stacked team. And then let's talk about this. Who was the competition he was playing with to get them defensive awards? Who was his toughest competition? Rudy Gobert? No. When you go back to the Mike era, man, Mike was
Kawhi Leonard doesn't exist. Is that the logic? Kawhi Leonard doesn't exist, huh?
The dude that been in a stretcher the half of the last 5 years, 10 years.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard doesn't exist, huh? Oh, he wasn't in a stretcher 2 years ago. No, he wasn't.
Hold on. Chill. Oh, Wiggins got more career points than him. That should let you know what's up. Okay, so let's go to this. What was the competition that Draymond Green had been facing defensively?
Wiggins got more career points than him. Well, wait a minute. What does that have to do with anything? But keep going. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It just show you he ain't been on the court. But I want to say this to you, right? Because Wiggins ain't been winning this. He ain't been going as deep as Kawhi been going in the playoffs all those years with the Spurs and all the way along. How Wiggins got more career points? Because Kawhi been out of the issue all that long. But
that's not true. That's not true. But keep going. Keep going. No, it's not. And you know why it's not true? The reason why it's not true is because somebody's got to lead a bad team in scoring. Somebody's got to lead a bad team in rebounding. And Andrew Wiggins was on a bad team for a lot of years. So the fact that you bring up Andrew Wiggins, when you talk about Kawhi Leonard, I'm not done. When you talk about Kawhi Leonard, who was on a San Antonio team with Tim Duncan, with Ginobili and Tony Parker, where he was the number 4 guy, and he was there for 3. Right. So and Andrew Wiggins comes into the league on a bad Minnesota team, and he's playing there for years. Of course, he's going to be in a better situation offensively. So that logic doesn't work, Ticket. That logic doesn't work at all.
He only played there for 4 years, and guess what? He still made the playoffs with that team. So he did make the playoffs with that team the year Jimmy Butler and them came over there. So they made the playoffs. So they improved. So he got drafted. He was a number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. He got drafted to the Cavs, traded over there for Kevin Love to a bad team. Mm-hmm. And they improved each year. They was improving. So, I mean, it wasn't like he went to a good team and then they achieved. No. But all I'm saying to you is this, dog. When we look at the awards, the system, you say all these accolades for Draymond Green. This is what I say to you, bro. Bro, if you look in the era of Jordan, the era of Kobe, look at the competition you had to play against just to make the all-defensive team. You naming me dudes that's walking around in a stretcher with an arm cast, a leg cast, a knee cast that ain't played half the games. I'm telling you, real true beast that you had to compete against to make them all NBA defensive teams in the Kobe Bryant era, in the Michael Jordan era, in the era even before that. Draymond Green competing against Rudy Gobert. Come on, man. Rudy Gobert got 3 defensive player of the years. How many
in a row, by the way?
How many defensive teams would Rudy Gobert be in if he played in the Alonzo Mourning era? How many defensive teams would he even have made had he played in the Mutombo era? Hold on. Had he played in the Mutombo era? How many defensive teams he would have made had he played in the Kobe Bryant era? None. He would have been non-existent. Wow. Because you know why? He had demons that was in front of him on defense. You had Kevin Garnett. You had the big fundamental Tim Duncan. You had Dikembe Mutombo. You had Alonzo Mourning. You had Akeem Olajuwon. Mm-hmm. All the other dudes. Then you had Ron Artest.
David Robinson. Don't leave him out.
You had Tony Allen. You had all those dudes playing defense on the wing. Right. You had Shane Battier. You had Raja Bell, all them dudes.
Tony Allen was playing in this era too. So don't make it sound like Tony Allen. Tony Allen was playing in this era too. That's first of all.
Beginning of this era. Tony Allen been retired for like 3 or 4 years. 4 years.
Tony Allen was playing. Tony Allen came in the league in 2006. So Tony Allen was playing.
Hold on.
Right. The point that I'm making is Rudy Gobert is in the same category with guys like Mutombo, which means that he would have been basically doing the same thing. It's not like
competition. But I think what he's saying is Rudy Gobert isn't getting all the same accolades if he's playing that era with that. Hold on. There was better defensive centers than there are today.
It was.
Ron, you put me
Go ahead.
Fluent. I'm gonna ask y'all a simple question. Mm-hmm. How many defensive teams would Rudy Gobert have made in Alonzo, Jordan, and Kobe's era?
I think he would have made more than 2.
Stop it, man.
Are you saying first team or second team?
I think he would have been. I think he would have been an all-league defender. I think he would have been an all-league. I think he would have been an all-league defender.
He would have got on second team as a center.
I think he would have been an all-league defender.
Y'all mind?
Well, wait a minute. Whoa.
Who is he making it over?
Man, he might have
hold up. Let him answer the question, Ticket. Let him answer the question, Ticket.
His cap
Go
out,
ahead.
man. Who was he making it over? Who was Rudy Gobert? Was he gonna make it over Tim Duncan?
Y'all answer the question.
Well, first of all, first of all,
Let him answer it.
First of all, Tim Duncan made the all-league defensive team as a 4. Kevin Garnett made the all-league defensive team as a 4. So now we have Alonzo Mourning, we have Dikembe Mutombo, we have David Robinson, we have Hakeem Olajuwon. Now those guys we're talking about these guys during that time. Now later on, moving forward, a guy like Rudy Gobert, I think that he could have made all-league defense against above Dikembe Mutombo. We're talking about the same dude who won Defensive Player of the Year and wasn't a first-team all-league defender.
He wouldn't have made it over Ben Wallace.
Here we go. Ben Wallace
was leading the league.
Okay, can I tell you the centers? Can I just tell you 10 years of centers? Can I tell you 10 years of centers?
Ben Wallace was leading the league in rebounding all those years. He was a second player on his team, averaged 5 rebounds per game.
Right.
He dominated the boards. He was leading the league in blocks. He
Rudy Gobert was doing the same thing. No. I don't even know how we got into this conversation, but okay.
Me neither. But let's
I don't even know how we got into it.
2003.
Let me ask you this question then, Chill. You think Rudy Gobert was a better defensive player than Ben Wallace?
All right, let him get this off, Tiki. Let
Somebody
him get it off.
think
Don't interrupt
about it.
him.
Think about it,
Don't
Chill.
interrupt it. Let him get it off.
Hey, yo, man.
Go ahead, Chill. Answer the question. Relax, Tiki. Answer the question.
I think Rudy Gobert was a better rim protector. I think he was a better rim protector. I think he was just as good. I think he was just as good of rebounder. I think he was just as good an interior defender. And I think that it helped Ben Wallace, because let's make sure that we clear what you keep leaving out. You keep leaving out the fact that Ben Wallace didn't always play for the Detroit Pistons. He also played for the Chicago Bulls. He also played for the Washington Wizards. He also played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His entire career was not with the Detroit Pistons, who, by the way, had an awesome defensive team. It wasn't just Ben Wallace on that team. They had a damn good defensive team. In fact, not only did they have a damn good defensive team, this is the same Detroit Pistons who beat that Laker team in 2004. 4 of the 5 games that they played, they held the Lakers under 90 points. That team was loaded defensively.
Hold on, Ticket, before you go.
I'm a smoke them easy.
Stop talking to me.
Hold up. Just hold up.
Chauncey Billups defensively. Where was Chauncey Billups defensively before we played with Ben? Where was Rip defensively before we played with Ben?
And where was Ben Wallace defensively before he got with that Detroit team?
No, he wasn't. Go ask Doc Rivers, his coach in Orlando. Go ask his coach in Washington.
He was winning all of them defensive players of the year, and he was first team all-league defensive. In fact, he didn't do it.
Ben Wallace again.
I don't know how we got on this, Tone. To be honest with you, I really don't. I don't know how we got on this, but I really don't.
I am going to say his name here in a minute.
I like what the guy, one of the guys in the chat.
All right.
You can't go to church and tell them
He talked about how Mark Eaton won an award. If Mark Eaton won a Defensive Player of the Year award,
Oh yeah, of course he did. He averaged like 100 blocks.
Yeah, I'm saying though, if Mark Eaton did it, I guess Rudy Gobert could have had a chance to do it.
Not only that.
But think about it. From the 90s to the 2000s, when you're looking at who was on the all defensive teams, at center, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, again, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dikembe Mutombo, again, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Mutombo, David Robinson, again, Dikembe, Alonzo Mourning, for those that don't know, Shaq, Alonzo, Dikembe, Shaquille, Ben Wallace, Dikembe. Like, he's going to have a really hard time beating out those guys. In the 90s. And then
he might have snuck in the 80s, though. He might have snuck in the 80s.
Ben Wallace, in the 80s.
Cut it out, man. I'm ashamed, man. I need to strip
Ben Wallace. Who else is there? Ben Wallace, Shaq again. So now this year, when it's Ben Wallace and Marcus Camby, okay, in 2006-07 when it's Marcus Camby, okay, he's got a shot there. And Marcus Camby
was a great defender.
Yeah, but I'll say Rudy Gobert could knock him out, but that's not until 06-07.
All right, y'all, we gotta move along. I actually just put up a poll in the chat. You guys go tell me who's a better defender, Ben Wallace or Rudy Gobert. In the meantime, it's 1,000 people in here. If you haven't liked the video yet, like up.
I think I'm joking. I'm not playing, man. That's disrespect, man. That man no Rudy Gobert ain't nowhere in that man class, man. All them dudes that man was defending, Rudy Gobert would have got smoked by. All them dudes would have smoked Rudy Gobert.
You completely leaving out the fact of how good that Detroit team was defensively. You completely leaving that out. You just
asked you a question. I asked you a question.
And I answered it. You asked me a question and I answered it. And how great was Ben before he got with them dudes?
Go ask.
Okay, so I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to ask Doc Rivers. I was around.
He'd have been better back in the 80s.
I remember Ben Wallace when he was with the Washington Wizards.
Right?
I remember Ben Wallace when he was. I don't even. Again, go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yo, like the video up. Let's get up to 600 likes. If you in here and haven't liked, go ahead and like up. We're gonna continue to move along. The next question that I have for you guys is I want to get into MVP predictions. I want you guys to tell me, who do you think is gonna top the MVP trophy at the end of the year? Who's gonna raise it? Let me know. I'm gonna start with you, Rufus.
I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the captain. I got Anthony Davis.
Wow.
That is not ridiculous. That is not ridiculous to say that. It's not.
I got Anthony Davis.
You don't have to say that,
This is the first year that he's actually been able, without being injured or anything, to just have a full off season, to run lower body workouts, upper body workout, all that kind of stuff. He's been taking all kind of, especially from the guy above me. He's been putting him on blast all over the internet, got the man in wheelchairs wrapped up and stuff. So hopefully the man got a set and he's going to come back with a vengeance. And for the Lakers to be any level of success, he has to be the best Anthony Davis we've ever seen. So that's why I'm going to pick Anthony. Now, let me tell you this. I excluded a lot of guys that normally would be there because they got a lot more help. And I think they'll be splitting votes on all the teams. Even a Luka, which, he's been the popular vote for like the last 3 years. He's got a lot more help this year. So I don't see him getting it. And I think the West is just so tough. He's not going to be high enough.
Luka has more help?
No, he doesn't.
I
think that Dallas team was the other way. But keep going, Rufus. I'm sorry.
He still has some more help, in my opinion. He has more help. I'm not talking about help that's going to take votes from him. I'm just saying, with him having more help and with the West being stronger, I don't see him being like a top 4 seed or anything like that this year. Right. So that's why I don't have Luka. Yeah. The other guys, they got other superstars or whatever on their teams that they're going to have to split with on the East and on the West. And then I think some teams are going to digress. Boston, I actually think they will. I don't think they're going to be as good as everybody think they're going to be. I don't think Phoenix is going to be as good as everybody think they're going to be. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at it, I was like, well, if they get rid of Russ, which they probably not now, Anthony Davis would have had a chance, because if they run through Anthony Davis like they did the year they won, let him be the beast he is, he'll have an MVP type season. So that's why I say Anthony Davis.
Now I will say this, Rufus.
And you think they're going to run the offense through him. And you also do know that they have to win in order for him to get MVP, right?
Absolutely.
He's the most important player on the list.
From what Darvin has said, from what everybody around the Lakers have said, they're going to run it through him. He's the vocal point of he's the main person of the defense. We're going to dump it into him on offense.
That was the plan last year.
Because they did that LeBron's first year when they moved to point guard. He got all those assists when he let well, again, it's different when you don't have a guard that can get the ball to him like
that
Russ.
Was the plan
you have
last
a guy
year.
like Dennis Schroeder who can't get the ball to him. It's very different. But when you have a guy like LeBron handling the ball most of the time, he's going to make sure the best player get the ball in the best spot. Just like he did back when they won the chip. That's why he led the league in assists that year. So if they go back to that mantra, that's what will happen. But if we got Russ on the team, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't.
So Russ is on the team. So who's your MVP prediction?
Right now,
you said AD.
Right now, I'm still saying AD. I'm still saying AD.
Still AD, no matter what. Okay, cool. Yo, chill. Who's your MVP prediction as of right now?
Giannis. I think Giannis wins the league MVP. I think that he was right there last season. I thought he was the league MVP last season. He was on a better team. He was right behind Joker in every major category. Not only was he behind Joker in every major category, his impact on what the Milwaukee Bucks were doing was he was just impactful as Joker on that unit, and they had a better team. And I thought, and not only offensively, just defensively too, what he did in terms of him manning the paint, him being a rim protector, him being the perimeter defender that he was. I thought that he was the most valuable player in the league, and I think this season he's going to come back better. I think that he's going to hone that mid-range jump shot, and it's going to be even more respectful this year. I think I got Milwaukee at the top of the Eastern Conference, and I think Giannis is the league MVP. And I think that my dark horse, Ron, I will tell you this. I think Denver is a top 3 seed, and I think that we might see the first 3 straight league MVP since Larry Bird.
Okay. Hey, it's a bold prediction, but I like it.
It's bold. It's
putting that out there.
Yo, Ticket.
Ticket froze up.
No, he's still here.
Ticket, you good? Ticket, it's okay. Relax, bro. It's all right. The chat voted for Vin Wallace, so everybody believes you. It's okay. Let it go. Let me know who your MVP prediction is this year.
No, he did freeze.
Damn lie, Elder. You talking about AD?
He froze. You froze up. You froze up. Get with us. Get back with us, Ticket.
Yo, Ticket. I had to mute you because your internet's wilding. Yo, Fluent. Let's get into your MVP prediction.
All right. So first of all, let's give this for Del James in the chat.
Bing bong.
That's for you.
Hey, I was trying to get Ticket to break his other mic, y'all. I was trying to get him to break his other mic with that take. I was trying to get him to do it.
So here's the thing. Giannis is the easy take. Giannis is the easy take because he should be the favorite to win it, especially what I'm seeing him doing for my team Greece. He's balling out. So I think he's the easy one. I think, however, if I had to not pick the favorite, I'll give you 2. One and then a dark horse. So I think Joel Embiid is going to be in the conversation again, and it's because the voters saw him 2 years ago where if he had stayed healthy, he should have won it. Last year, he was very emotional not winning it. And the voters get swayed, which I don't like, but they will. So I think he has a really good chance if he plays the way he's played over the last couple of years. I think Joel Embiid's probably the guy. They feel like he deserves it to get at least one because they're like, if he doesn't get this one, maybe he never gets one and he deserves to have one. But my dark horse pick, if healthy, if he could play 65 games, the claw, baby, the fun guy, Kawhi Leonard.
That's not ridiculous to say. It's not.
Mess with the
Ticket. I see you saying it is. Well, who you got?
That's a damn lie, Elder. And for you to say that, Fluent, y'all talking about 2 dudes that's running around here in wheelchairs half the time. Man, come on, man. Cut the cap, man. I agree with Chilltown. Giannis Antetokounmpo should have been an MVP last year.
He's the favorite.
No, you talking about some dark horse. And you talking about a dude that can't even walk around here without having a cast on his leg, arm, head, neck, eye, whatever body part is going to be. He ain't got no chance in the world of being no MVP ever. Them dudes got too many dudes. First of all, let me cook your point right there, Fluent. How you going to be the MVP? He ain't even going to play but 60 games.
I said
well, you only need 55 games.
He's not gonna.
Dark horse.
He ain't. Tyronn Lue ain't gonna play this dude like 30-something minutes. Kawhi Leonard probably be around 24, 25 points per game this year at the max.
If I told you 2 years ago Jokic was gonna win it, what would you have said?
No, I mean I told you. I mean if you would have told me
exactly.
Hold on. But if you'd have told me the other dudes have been hurt, Jokic is a dude who put up big numbers. He made the playoffs. I'd have said okay, that's reasonable. But you're talking about a dude in Kawhi who ain't never healthy, who always out of the loop whenever he ain't never healthy when it's time. And the times he is healthy, he limping through just to get through. Kawhi ain't built to win no MVP. He built to win like a finals MVP where he can play 50 games in the season and then go to the postseason and then everything be cool. He get a vacation. Same thing with AD, man. AD ain't going to play all them games, man. AD going to fall down. He going to do a windmill 360, fall down on his ankle. And Elder and all I'm going to talk about is another freak accident. And talk about we bad for clowning this dude for being a complete doofus. Like I said, man, the bottom line is I agree with Chill. Is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He should have won last year. They've been hating on the man. And y'all should have made this video too, talking about that idiot Gilbert Arenas saying that foolishness he said about and Gil, I said it. On my tab.
Now, here's the thing, Ticket. And let's get to the
your internet was spinning, so you didn't hear when I said Giannis is the favorite. Giannis is the favorite. He should win. Now, and that's my countryman. So let's not.
Now, here's the thing, Ticket. Now here's the thing, Ticket. Let's get to the bottom of that. Now, I think Gil worded that wrong because he wasn't wrong with what he said. And he wasn't wrong with what he said, but the way he worded it was wrong. And here's why. I want you to understand who Giannis Antetokounmpo is. Giannis just got nice over the last 4 years. So think about Giannis in the same.
In the league 7.
Okay, so think about
in the league league 7.
Right. So think about Giannis in the same space that James was in like 08, 09. I'm just bigger, faster, stronger than all of you dudes. The game hasn't slowed down for him yet, where he's seeing things different than everybody else. I'm dominating the game because my speed, my strength, my quickness, and my length is just better than all of you dudes. Now, I'd like to think that 08 James is not the same as 13 James. I'd like to think that 88 Jordan is not the same as 92 Jordan. And the reason why is because the game slowed down for those guys. When I hear Larry Bird talking about stuff like you see the game going a couple of plays ahead, and then when that happens, I make a play, that means that the game is slowing down. The game hasn't slowed down for Giannis. And that's what Gilbert meant. He doesn't mean
who's the best player in the game right now, Chill?
I think it's Giannis.
So then what are we talking about?
If that's the case, and with that being said, Tone, James was the best player in the game in 08, 09. And
nobody agree with you on that, though. I don't agree with you on that.
I do.
Kobe was way better than him back then.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No.
League MVP.
That's why Kobe was winning chips. That's why Kobe was winning them chips.
Kobe was winning chips because he was on a better team.
Oh, wow.
Let's make sure we
James
clear
won
on
60. James was winning almost 70 games in the East, but he was on a better team.
And by the way, that was fool's gold.
That's cap.
That was fool's gold. That Cleveland team, that Cleveland team, that was fool's gold.
The number one seed in the NBA.
Absolutely, that was fool's gold. I was never.
Hold on, time out.
Yes, they were. I was never sold on them.
Hold on,
hey, we got too many people talking over each other. We only got one mic. If we had 5 mics, if we was the Jackson 5, everybody could argue against each other. But we only got one mic. Go ahead, Rufus, talk to us.
Let me say this to Chill. Then the difference between what you're naming there and all that. Them years that you saying these guys wasn't this and then they slowed up, wasn't this, wasn't that. Like in 08, LeBron was supposed to be the best in the league. He didn't win a chip though. When Giannis was the best in the league, what did he do? What did he do? Did he not go win the chip?
He didn't win the chip. He didn't win the chip. He didn't win the chip this season that just passed, and he's still the best player in the game. So that logic doesn't work. No, that logic does not work right there. Let's dead that. Let's dead that right now.
Hold on. You said no. What about your words? You said he didn't get good till the last 4 years. Did you not say that?
Correct. I did.
Did he win a chip in those last 4 years?
Yes, he did.
Now LeBron didn't. Hold on. LeBron was the best in 08.
Mm-hmm.
When did he win a chip?
In 12. I'm sorry. Yeah, in 12.
Took him a while after that to get there. Giannis got there and conquered. He got right there and conquered, and he's still there.
No, he didn't. He didn't get right there. What are you talking about? He just won the NBA championship last year. That was in year 8.
What said was wrong, in your opinion, is
that wasn't year 8. No. He's only played. How many years Giannis played?
Was right.
Hold up. Talk to us, Fluent. What'd you say? Say that one more time.
I said I think I need Chill to change and say Gilbert was wrong, and you think the game hasn't slowed down for Giannis.
That's the logic right there, Tone. That's the logic right there. The game hasn't slowed down for Giannis, and that's the difference.
But Gilbert was wrong.
But to say the man hadn't improved, he said the man hadn't improved.
No, I ain't saying that. No, I'm not saying that.
That's what Gilbert said. That's what Gilbert said.
I'm not saying that at all because Giannis has gotten better every year. Giannis has absolutely gotten better.
Gilbert.
Giannis has gotten better every year. However, the game has not him slowing down. The game hasn't slowed down for him yet. And once the game slows down for him, how are we talking about him now? It's going to be even more. It's going to be better.
So you predicting him then. Listen, if the game ain't slowed down and he's already racking up all the accolades and he's already won a chip, you put him on Jordan status then because he's going to dominate the league. That's what you believe.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you something, my man. Wait till the game slow down.
When it's all
the game hasn't slowed down for him yet.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think that we've seen the best of Giannis. I think that there's more.
He's 26. How old is Giannis?
27 years old.
Of course we haven't.
And every year.
Yeah, and
of course we haven't.
Not only have we not, that's another reason why the game mentally, physically, like I said, I'm just bigger, faster, and stronger than all you dudes. So I'm just overpowering guys. Now
I think it's more than that for Giannis, though. I think y'all doing him a disservice saying he's just overpowering people like he has no level of skills and all that.
No. I'm not saying that.
Hold on.
I'm not saying
that. That's the same argument they try to make for like Shaq and all them guys. That brother got high skill level, bro. Giannis is on. I say this, he on top of the world, and I agree that he gonna be even greater going forward. But that stuff that Gil was saying was total cap. This man, because they started off by saying that he think they put him, that the media put him as the best in the league. Oh, that's cap. He ain't the best. Not even close. What do you mean, not even close? all these things you saying about him, if they was halfway true, he still would have won a chip. That means you're totally degrading this level of basketball taking place right now. If you believe this man don't know game, ain't improved his game, hasn't worked on his game, the game ain't slowed down, he don't have none of these skills, he's just bigger and faster, but he can conquer this league. What is he saying about the league? That's what I don't see most people talking about. It's an insult what he said to the whole league right now. It's a flat-out insult. If this man can be on that level he said he is and be on the top, winning 50 burgers on people in championship games, and he don't know the game, he ain't working on his game, he can't play more than 33 minutes in a game, man, that everything he said was straight cap, bro. There was nothing right about what Gilbert Arenas said. I would love for him to come on here.
Well,
that'll get me up out my seat. I'll be acting like Ticket. Gilbert Arenas come on here, I'm gonna start acting like Ticket.
Well,
I'm gonna tear up computers and iMac and throw wine glass bottles. I'm telling you, that was the dumbest stuff I ever heard.
I know people that can get this to Gil. Gil, pull up. We'll drop
pull up.
The link.
That was the dumbest take I ever heard about basketball. That was the dumbest take. I don't agree with nothing he said. Not one thing he said was accurate. Nothing.
All right, y'all.
Like I said, the thing that I understand with Gil is that the game hasn't slowed down. The fact that Giannis hasn't improved, that's not a question.
Never slowed down for him then either, because he ain't win shit.
He said, Gil said the man ain't skilled, bro. Come on, bro.
Well, that's not true.
He said he didn't get better. He said he's not gotten better since he came to the league. I'm like, are you serious?
And that's not true. Okay,
distance yourself from Gil.
Crazy.
He's wrong.
He totally wrong. I agree with you, brother. He totally wrong.
All right,
he need to repent. He need to repent for that comment, bro.
Gil,
if I'm playing ball today, don't think about this though. Say you're in the league and you hear him say that about you know who's the best guy in the league. Giannis in everybody's eyes has got to be at least top 3. Gotta be. And he's saying that about him? That's what he's saying about me.
Hey, Gil, and let me tell you a little secret.
Man, Gil's something else, man.
Gil, if you had Giannis, you would have won a chip, boy.
Yeah. You know what I hate? I hate people in the chat that Gilbert is better than you. Dummy.
And what that mean?
I don't understand. That's what I don't get.
That don't make his take better.
And they're here watching us.
That don't eliminate ignorance. That don't eliminate ignorance just because he's a better basketball player.
All right, y'all. Let's chill on Gil and move on to something a little bit better. We got 1,100 people in here. Y'all continue to hit that like button. Y'all get us up to 1,100 likes. It's 1,100 people in here that haven't liked the video.
You get 1,100 likes. We get Gilbert in here.
1,100 likes. Right. Yeah, hey, we like it if you want Gilbert to come on the next episode.
Yeah, tell Gil I want smoke with him, personal smoke.
All right, bet that.
We'll make him more fluent.
You wish I was super high. You wish
Moving
I was.
along. Now, this is going to be a crazy segment. All right. Chill and Rufus, I have a question for you two. After you guys both get this off, everybody can kind of chime in on it. But this next question I have just strictly for you guys. Chill, first, I want to hear your top 5 point guards ever. And then Rufus, I want to hear your top 5 point guards ever. And then we'll let everybody chime in and nitpick on why their list is right or wrong. So go ahead, Chill. The floor is yours. Top 5.
At number 5, I got Jason Kidd. At number 4, I got Oscar Robertson. At number 3, I got Isaiah Thomas. Number 2, I got John Stockton. And number 1, I got Magic Johnson.
Can you say that one more time for the people?
One more time for the people. At number 5, I got Jason Kidd. At number 4, I got Oscar Robertson. At number 3, I got Isaiah Thomas. At number 2, I got John Stockton. And at number 1, I got Magic Johnson. I don't view Steph Curry as a point guard. I put him in the same category with Allen Iverson, Jerry West, James Harden. He's more of a combo guard than he is a lead guard. Add that to the fact that the offense that he plays in doesn't tailor to a lead guard. It's more fluent and it's more ball movement and more player movement. So I don't view Steph Curry as a point guard. I saw Mark Jackson try to turn him into that, and it really didn't work. And I thought that when he got with Steve Kerr, it was completely different. But those 5 guys, I think, are the best point guards in NBA history. When I think about Magic Johnson, he revolutionized the point guard position. Not only did he revolutionize the point guard position, there is no LeBron James, there is no Luka, there is no big guard without Magic Johnson. And not only is there no big guard, Magic Johnson, what he did for all of the years, he was elite from the minute he came into the door until he retired in 1991. A lot of people say that he retired in 95. Magic retired in 1991. We got robbed 4 years of Magic Johnson and his prime. We got robbed of that. When I think about John Stockton, I think about one of the top five playmakers of all time, one of the top 5 distributors in NBA history. I think that when I think about a guy who was efficient at what he was doing, he wasn't just getting the ball to Malone. He wasn't just getting the ball to other guys. His ability to score the basketball, because a lot of people discount his scoring. You know, John Stockton has plenty of 20-10 games. He has plenty of 30-10 games. He's got more 20-20 games than Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Dame Lillard, and and Kyrie Irving combined. He's got more 20-20 games. When I think about Isaiah Thomas was that dude from the door, from grammar school to high school to college to the pros. He was that guy right from the beginning. The only knock that I have against Isaiah Thomas, as opposed to John Stockton, he never made the All-League defensive team. Not only did he not make the All-League defensive team, half of his career, he wasn't elite. After the 86-87 season, he didn't make the All-NBA team again. So even though Isaiah Thomas was still awesome and he took the team to the NBA championship and won and was finals MVP, I think about that other stuff too. That stuff is important. When I think about Oscar Robertson, I only got one thing to say about Oscar. He went 30-10-9 for 8 years. Can't nobody say that. Nobody can say that. When I think about Jason Kidd, his ability to speed the game up and be dominant on both sides of the basketball, his ability to distribute, he was the new age, a smaller version of what Magic Johnson was. So that's my reasoning.
Cool. Elder, talk to us. Top 5 point guards.
Man, I'm in total agreement with Chilltown. The only thing I'm gonna put a spin on is I got the same list. I got it written down to make sure I didn't forget it. The only thing I did was I swapped Isaiah for Stockton for the simple fact I put chips over accolades. I do understand Stockton's got a bunch more accolades and things of that magnitude, but Isaiah was tough as nails, and I agree. He was it coming in through the door, out the door. It didn't matter. So I got much respect for Isaiah, and he did lead his team to chips. So I have to stick him above Stockton. So he's number 2. Of course, Magic, that's not even debatable. He's number 1. Stockton's 3. Oscar's 4, of course. Everything he's saying, I ain't going to repeat it because I got the same stuff to say. Now, the only other caveat I'll put on it, I have Jason Kidd number 5 because, again, I do agree he was the next best thing to Magic Johnson. But I also have a slash with CP3 right there. I got a lot of respect and honor for what CP3 has done to the game, his efficiency, and all that. He just hasn't won a chip. So that's why I had to put old boy there. So I guess CP3 would be my 5B or 6. But I really got CP3 close to those guys. Even though he hadn't won, and I know he's had some failures, his efficiency, you can't deny, and his floor general and all that kind of stuff. I just like CP3. So I got him up there. But I got Kidd, Oscar, Stockton, Isaiah, Magic, 5 through 1.
Got you. Yo, Fluent, is this list fluent?
I have a different order, but I have the exact same 5 guys.
Okay.
I got Kidd at 5, Stockton at 4, Isaiah for the same reason about chips, Oscar at 2, though, Magic at 1.
Got you. Ticket, is this Cap? You've called out Cap all show. Are these lists in these players top 5 all-time Cap?
I'm cool with it. I just like I said with Elder, man, I can't put no CP3 up there either because of just he haven't done it on a championship level. And I mean, look, he had opportunities. So I mean, I can't really say nothing about that. I think Chill made a great point about Isaiah not being elite for half of his career. So I agree with that. And also, when he said Oscar Robertson, bro, I keep thinking about Russell Westbrook, even though Oscar ain't on that level. I mean, Russ ain't on that level.
He's not, yo. He's not.
I keep thinking about how Elder disrespected Russ coming into this show. Mm-hmm. But when he said Oscar, Russ's name is always going to be synonymous with Oscar.
Because of the triple-double. That's it.
Triple-doubles. But Russ can't do one thing that Oscar did. The problem with Russ has always been he's only got one speed. That's 100 miles an hour.
Go.
Big O could slow it down. If Russ, I equate Russ to a pitcher that only has a fastball.
That's it.
If you get a changeup, he'd be unstoppable. And that's the difference between Russ and Oscar.
Here's the thing, though. Also, Tom, to add to your point, not only would you get a changeup, he don't want to put a changeup in his arsenal. He doesn't want to put a curve. He doesn't want to put a curve in it.
He just wants
I
to bet.
can't let you slide.
chill.
I can't let you slide, Ticket. I can't let you slide because
how many times? Hold on. We got to say this. But y'all always say this. Y'all said that Russ hasn't been coached. This is the first time that you probably really feel like, because if you watch the interview, the coach did an interview. He said, "Look, if I got to fight one of them guys, I'll step to those guys like that." You know what I'm saying?
Darvin Ham is with it.
Darvin Ham I know he's real.
Darvin Ham is with the drama.
I know he's real. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Russ needs a guy who can really challenge him.
In them
Right.
sagging
Don't think you're gonna be talking to Coach Ham all crazy because you're not.
But Ticket,
he needs a guy who challenge him, and he know he can. You know what I'm saying?
Ticket.
Go ahead.
After Darvin did all he did when he came and pumped up Russ and talked great about Russ, got a plan for us, all this kind of stuff. Guess what Russ did? When his agent told Russ, "You need to stay with the Lakers. This is the best situation for you," he fired him, bro. At the 14
because they were still because they were still having his name in trade rumors.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Hold on. Russ, I have to say this though. This is the one thing that all y'all, and this is what I hate about how y'all coming off on this thing, bro. Bro, if Russ comes out here this year, adapts, adjusts, and plays great, and the Lakers do great, all of y'all will forget about last year and start talking about how great LeBron is and how much they changed Russ's game and how much they turned things around and how much everybody was healthy and all this other stuff that y'all didn't want to acknowledge last year. Y'all didn't want to talk about the fact that
it didn't happen. We can't acknowledge it if it don't happen. Right.
I'm saying, but you don't even want to give it a chance to see. You have to at least listen, bro. I was of the mindset you have to give something at least 30 to 35, 40 games to see if that's going to work, bro. If it's not going to work, you cut bait, trade deadline. But bro, you
could be over by then. Trade deadline, bro.
Listen, no.
It could be over by then.
That's the latest deadline. That's the latest deadline. But I'm saying if you see it going left early, where it can get out of control, that's when you cut it.
How does that? Hold on. Listen to this. How does that help the Lakers? If it's going bad, the only way they want to trade Russ if they start the season with him is because it's going bad. That's gonna make let me finish. That's gonna make the ante go up. It's not gonna make it go down.
So let me.
And if he's playing well, we have no reason to trade him. Then we have no reason to trade him.
Let me cook you real quick. So you think if LeBron's healthy, AD's healthy, and they all playing, you think the Lakers are still gonna be trash with Russ out there?
I said that before we started, though. We said that before we started.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me answer. I never said that.
No, you
didn't. I never said that.
You did not say
they may be a decent team, but do you still give them a chance to win the chip? That's the problem I have.
That's all Rufus cares about.
Russ is gonna do the boneheaded thing that's gonna cost us the chip. Because I've seen Russ play well with a team. Then they get to the playoffs and they say, you know what? We'll eliminate everybody else and we'll let Russ shoot. We'll let Russ go. We'll let Russ handle it. And guess what? Russ shits it away. I've seen it.
You don't think You don't think AD and Bron healthy is good enough in a 7-game series with the pieces they got now with Pat Beverley and stuff like that? You don't think they're good enough to beat some of these teams in the West? You don't think they're good enough to beat the Mavs fully healthy? You don't think the Lakers can beat the Mavs?
Listen to your words. Some of these teams that don't satisfy me.
No, what I'm saying is, okay.
What you got to tell me to make me happy is tell me with these guys healthy, with Russ out there and the system working good, can the Lakers win the West? You ain't asking me that question.
No,
you ain't asking me that question.
You've been bragging about all the other moves the Lakers have made this offseason. You've been bragging about all the moves they made. All the other moves.
Ticket. I have, but have you once heard me say the Lakers are the best team in the West? Have you once heard me say the Lakers in championship contention? I do like the moves. This is the thing. Y'all missing it. We have a hearing problem. I gave you all the issues that the Lakers had last year. And the problem I have is Russ was still one of the issues. I don't care if you had him 90% or 10%, but he was one of the issues. They've changed all the issues. The only one they haven't is Russ.
All right,
that's what I have a problem with.
All right, we about to get back off Russ. We about to get back off the Lakers. We talked about them when the show started. We talked about the 3P Lakers. We talked about Patrick Beverley. Now I want to get into our final segment of the night. Ticket and Fluent, I'm coming to you guys. I need to hear your top 5 in this list. And the list is your top 5 current players.
Oh, boy,
Fluent. Fluid, we're going to start with you. Ticket, we're coming to you shortly thereafter. Before you get into this, Fluent, we have 1,094 people in here watching. If you haven't liked the video already, if you haven't subscribed already, please don't wait no longer. Hit that button. Go ahead, Fluent.
Ooh.
Tone, this ain't really that hard, man.
Giannis at
It
one.
really ain't.
Giannis okay, I won't go order. I'll just give you 5. Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, Luka. 5 actually is hard for me because I have a debate at 5.
You better not do it. You better not do it.
He doing it, Ticket. He's gonna do it.
Let him
He's
get it
gonna do
off.
it.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go
come
ahead.
on. I'm coming through this ring.
Not on your damn life.
He's doing it.
You better not do that, Fluent. I swear.
He's doing it.
Go ahead.
He's doing it.
Talk to us,
You
Fluent.
better not do
Do
it.
it, Tone. Do it, Tone.
Anthony Davis.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Hold up. Give us the list one more time.
Hey, Fluent,
Give
if
it
you
to
was
us one more
that
time.
LeBron,
Anthony
hey,
Davis.
Fluent, we would have had to shut the show down. If you would have said LeBron, they'd have shut the Jason
Anthony
Williams show down. You better not have said LeBron name, boy. You know I was coming with heat.
Hold up, Ticket. Hold up. Let me hear it one more time, Fluent.
I'm lying. Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, Luka. It's LeBron, man. It is LeBron.
Talk to us. Hold up, Ticket. You're next. Hold on. Fluent, give us your list from top to bottom, straight through.
I knew he was gonna switch it up.
Come on. And let us give me your list, and then let me know why.
Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, Luka, LeBron.
And why is LeBron in there after second thought?
No, it was my first thought. I just didn't want to say it. Because he's still averaging 30 a game. He's still the best player on my team that we need to play the best to win. He's still that dude. He's still averaging like 37 and 6. Like, how do you not have him up there? I'm sorry. He's still there. He's still there. I hate saying it too, but he's there.
Yo, if you believe LeBron is still top 5, hit the like button. If you believe LeBron's not top 5, hit the like button. Yo, Ticket. Let's hear your top 5 and your discrepancies with Fluent's top 5.
Oh, you disrespectful, man. You sad, bro.
Can I sub him up for Steph?
I'm
That's a safer pick.
gonna tell you why he disrespectful. I went on Steph Curry so hard, man. Because before the season, you got to ask Elder. I was the only one online going on Steph Curry, and he had to have heard the videos because the year before last, when they was playing like absolute trash, getting beat by 50, blown out by 50 in the first round, joking on the sideline like it was all cool and stuff like that. I was the only one that cooked this dude, and I had everybody going against me, man. But for them to come back and win the chip the way they won it, bro, you are highly disrespectful, man, to not have that dude up there. But I'm going to say this. I got Giannis number 1. I have Steph Curry number 2. And that's, bro, you shouldn't even have LeBron in your top 5. You talking about 30, bro. Bro, it's easy to stat pad when you're losing. When you're on a losing team, you can throw up numbers, you can throw up shots and get 30. You're LeBron James, the ball's going to be in your hands. You're going to shoot it. I mean, who else you got on your team to really share the ball with outside of Russ? So you're going to get 30 if you're LeBron James.
That's the same logic you gave us with Andrew Wiggins. That's the same logic you gave us with Andrew Wiggins.
No. The difference is that Wiggins went to a team that was a young team that wasn't good, that was building up. LeBron was on a team that was supposed to be built to win a championship. Doing
it was bad though. He still had a bad team.
Hold on. Okay, so we got to say this. Hey, look, and y'all don't send me the donation while I'm on this show. Send the donations to this show, bro. Don't hit my Cash App during this show. During this show, hit this channel up. Hit the Cash App for these dudes up. Don't hit me up during the show. When I do my show, y'all can hit me up. I seen a couple people just hit me just now. Don't do that. Y'all hit this show up. I support this show. I support what these guys got going on. Everybody, Chilltown. Y'all go subscribe to Chilltown Hoops. Him and Fluent be having a great show over there. Y'all go subscribe to Elder's channel. Elder be showing y'all all kind of just knowledge on life. And then this channel, the Player's Choice, subscribe to this channel, man. But I'm going to say this, bro. You wrong, Fluent, man. You ain't even got Curry in your top 5, bro. And then you putting LeBron over this dude. Bro, it's still, man, that is sad, bro. So I got Giannis, Curry. Then I'm coming behind that with I got to go with Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic. And then I got to come with.
Say it, Ticket. Say it.
No, I'm gonna give y'all a wild card.
No, don't no wild. Give it up. Give it up.
We want who you really believe is top 5.
They're gonna go off on me for saying this. I got to give him his props. Don't nobody ever get his dude his props. Jimmy Butler.
I knew he was good. Once you said no one gives him props, I knew Jimmy Butler.
The reason why I say Jimmy is Jimmy took his team to the NBA Finals. They had 3 dudes hurt starters in that final series. Still went 6 games. Jimmy, a dude who wasn't even supposed to be like that. Remember, Philly wasn't even that good no more when Jimmy left. When Jimmy left, they fell off for a minute. They had to like kind of get themselves back together. He comes back this year and is 1 game back from the NBA Finals as the leader of that team. I'm sorry,
how you not expect that from the son of Michael Jordan? Come on now.
I'm just saying, hey, bro, look, hey, Jimmy Buckets, I give you respect, dog, because they ain't gonna give it to him. They never gonna get that dude. But to be able to be there, and he was an unquestioned leader on that team, bro. Not Bam, not nobody else. He was an unquestioned leader, bro. And the way I saw him step up in the Celtics series when I thought they was out of it, and he went to Boston and did what he did, and then they went all the way to Game 7. He pulls up 1 shot from getting them back to the NBA Finals, bro.
If he makes that shot, that sinks Boston.
If he makes that shot, his legacy.
Chill, no. I love Jimmy Buckets. I don't think he's top 5, but I love Jimmy Buckets.
But listen,
hold on, ticket, hold up right quick. I got a question for you.
But you got dudes in the top 5 that ain't let their team to the finals.
Hold up, ticket. Because my question for you is a guy that has led his team to the finals like crazy. You believe that Jimmy Butler is better than LeBron?
Yes, LeBron
right now, today?
Right. I'm not all time right now.
Right now.
You can't praise a dude that didn't make the playoffs, bro. He don't get extra credit. See, this is my problem with y'all. Y'all want to get
so why don't you put Tatum up there?
See, this is my problem with all y'all. You want to give LeBron all this extra credit for losing, and you still got him in your top 5 for losing. But then when I want to put the blame on him, y'all want to absorb him from all the blame for lack of leadership. Y'all say the best leader in the game. No leadership. Y'all say he's a great defense. No defense. No leadership. No shot jacking. Crying. All this other crazy stuff. I ain't got time for it, bro. Listen, to whom much is given, much is required. Period. So if LeBron James is the man on that team, when they go down, he got to go down with the ship. So at the end of the day, I saw Jimmy Butler right now, in the day we live in the last 3 years, take his team to the NBA Finals. And listen, if his starters wouldn't have got hurt, remember him, Bam, and Dragic got hurt that series. Maybe they go 7 and anything can happen in that series because that series.
So why are you giving him a pass for players getting hurt, but not other players?
No, you're not hearing me.
I am hearing you.
Hold on. He was the unquestioned leader who led his team to the finals. And bro, if you think about it, out of all those other teams, those guys, he had the least supporting cast.
But that's also team. When we're talking about player ranking,
I'm saying he's the reason why they were in the finals. Then you look at the Eastern Conference Finals. He's the reason why they even went to Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals again. I mean, he got him all the way back to 1 shot to try to be able to go back to the finals again, bro. I can't give LeBron over that when LeBron James is scoring 30, but he's at home. I got to give it to the dudes who's primetime performers, who's getting it done, bro. We got to stop giving these old dudes who washed up, flabby, and sick. We got to get these young guys that's getting it done that card.
Jimmy Butler has never been given his card.
He's never been given his card, bro. He's a dog. Come out. He's never been given his card. And he's a two-way player. He play on both ends. We got to praise dudes like that. We got to respect dudes.
I'm agreeing. We got to praise Jimmy more than we do, but I can't.
I think Jimmy Butler.
Hold up. Chill. I need you to chime in on this. How do you feel about their top 5s, but ultimately is Jimmy Butler?
Before he says that, hold on. What do you think of the Lakers championship in the bubble? Because I want to remember
about me
correctly. No, the ticket.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Listen, I think it's a fair. Everybody went to the bubble. Everybody played under the same rules. I mean, what can you say? Everybody signed up for the same thing. It wasn't like so, and that's worse because
I thought I heard you say it didn't necessarily. Okay,
no,
if it counts, then we cool. Okay.
Counts. No, okay. So what I'm saying to you is, bro, you got to give credit to Jimmy, man.
I do.
We're talking about top 5. Listen, if we're talking about top 5, this dude has had them guys in the conversation. And really, if you look at their roster and their team, they not supposed to be in the conversation. He had them in. That's facts, bro. And like I said, he's a two-way player. We got stuff up there, but you don't. But he's not a two-way player. Listen. You can okay. We got who else? Okay, Giannis a two-way player. We said Embiid. Luka's not a two-way player. I got him up there. But how we don't have Jimmy Butler, a dude who's taking his team, who every time when it counts, he stepped all the way up. And listen,
Now-
this is without.
Someone in the chat,
Now,
someone in the chat is saying that you've said that it was a Mickey Mouse ring that didn't count.
I didn't say that. That was
You
that
did?
was
Okay.
asking somebody. That wasn't
Now,
me.
Now,
even if that's true, I don't think Jimmy Butler's a top 5 player. But I said this, and Tone, you know that I stand on this. I've said that we got to start having a different conversation about Jimmy Butler, simply because
listen. I talked to his agent kind of on a quarter every 3 months or so, and I tell him we need to get him on the show because I feel like we need to give him more love.
we got to start having a different conversation about Jimmy Butler. I said that if he would have cracked that 3 and made it against the Boston Celtics, number one, it sinks them. And number 2, Jimmy Butler is now going to be heralded as a top 5 player. I don't think he's a top 5 player. I do think he's a solid top 10 player because I haven't seen a guy, any guy that's in the NBA today, that's an all NBA performer, that's an all league defender, that's taken his team, because Jimmy Butler has proven I am a number 1 on a championship contender. There are not a lot of guys who are number 1s on championship contenders. Jimmy Butler is not a number 1 on a playoff contender. He's a number 1 on a championship contender.
Now, watch this. No, watch this. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
Do I think Jimmy Butler's a Hall of Famer?
Yeah. Hold on, Ron. Don't put me on mute now, Ron.
I think Jimmy Butler will be a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it.
Okay. I want to check if you would have said no, boy, I'd have, man.
No, I think Jimmy Butler. Chick, ain't nobody scared of you. You better cut it out. Now, first of all, and number two, with Jimmy Butler doing what he's done, we are not talking about anybody in the NBA who 2 of the last 3 years, I've taken my team to the Eastern Conference Championship and the NBA Finals. I've been an all NBA performer and an all league defender. That team is built to win. I think Kyle Lowry came in not the way he should have come in.
Out of shape. You can say
I'll say it. He was out of shape. I think Bam underperformed, and I think Bam will be better. Now, remember, Ticket, Bam in that bubble, he was 20 and 10. It wasn't like it was just Jimmy and a bunch of other guys. Bam was 20 and 10. Not only what Jimmy was not averaging a 30-point triple.
He was in the finals averaging a 30-point triple double.
And not only that, we talking about a guy in Bam. We talking about a guy in Bam who was 20 and 10. That he was running with. Now, Bam
was averaging a 30-point triple double in the finals. Damn near. What are you talking about?
And Bam, now it's a difference between damn near and doing it. So he
was right there. He was like,
with that being said, with that all being said, when I think about Jimmy Butler as a top 5 player, I have a difficult time putting him ahead of not a bunch of different guys, but I do think Jimmy Butler is solidified as a top 10 player, no question in my mind, no doubt about it. I don't think he's a top 5 player though.
He got to be top 5. He in the Final Four.
All right, Rufus, I need your opinion on – I don't even want to hear about everybody else in the top 5. I want to hear your opinion on Jimmy Butler being top 5. And after this, I got a player tier list for you guys, and I need to know if these players are better than Jimmy Butler. Go ahead, Rufus.
Yeah, not top 5, definitely top 10 for me. I do respect and honor the things that Jimmy do, and I'm one of them guys that really appreciate guys playing both sides of the ball. I think this generation – highlights the offensive side way too much and just totally ignore the defensive side like it just doesn't exist, and I don't like that. And most of the players from old, you had to be able to do it on both ends.
That's what I was about to ask you, Rufus. Really quick question. I'm not going to cut you off. You keep going. Why? Because you look like you around my age. What does a two-way player mean? I still have not gotten the legit logic on what a two-way player is, because again, you look like you around my age. And when we were coming up, if you didn't play defense, you weren't considered great. You had to play on the other side of the basketball. So I still have not gotten a satisfactory answer on what a two-way player is. Ron, I've stood on this logic for plenty of years. The cheese does not come with the burger. It's not extra. It comes with the burger. So I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I agree with you.
And by the way, we got 1,100 people in here. Make sure you like up and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead, Rufus.
Keep going, Rufus. I'm sorry.
I agree with you. I agree with you. In our day, you were praised more for being able to stop that guy from getting that basket than getting it yourself. So I still have respect for guys like Jimmy Buckets. I'm not going to put him top 10 because I don't think he's that. He's not consistent enough throughout to be that top 5. But I definitely got him in my top 10 and players playing right now. I do. And I like Jimmy Buckets. I like him a lot. I kind of wish, remember back when he was thinking about going to the Lakers and everybody was waiting on Kawhi's decision. I wish the Lakers would have picked him over Kawhi. I wish that could have went down back then. So,
Oh, he made it
but
clear
I
he
like
didn't want to play with Jim. He made it clear he didn't want to play with James. He wanted to beat James.
Yeah.
He don't want to play with him.
That's that old school mentality.
Mhm. He made it
That
clear
is
he
the
didn't
old
want to play
school
with him.
mentality. I had heard differently that he kind of got a little pissed that they held him up, like he wasn't a high priority, so he went on and did what he did.
Mhm.
That's what I had heard.
But Fluent put dudes in the top 5 who ain't even been to the NBA Finals. He got Jokic up there, but Jimmy
We're
Butler.
not talking about team success right now. We're
You
talking
got Luka in there. What you talking about?
You got Luka in there. Yeah, you got
about
Luka.
top 5 talent going forward.
Hey, Jokic's been there. Jokic's been to the West
We only
Conference
got
Finals.
one mic. We only got one mic.
Jokic's been there. Jokic's been to the Western Conference Finals.
Right, but what I'm saying to him is that I've seen Jimmy Butler carry his team in the NBA Finals. I seen him put his team on his back in the big
3 years ago.
Hey, Ticket.
We're talking about going forward.
Hey, Ticket. I've seen guys do great in the NBA Finals and get the the Finals MVP. That just don't automatically put them.
He always turned it up every single playoff.
But again, you still hold on. I'm not saying that he's not consistent. You just got to be more consistent during the regular season as well. I got Jokic there too because Jokic has been to the West Conference Final. He's been the league MVP 2 years in a row. He's done numbers that no player's ever done in the league. He's got to be top 5 right now, regardless if he's been to the thing or not. I'm not putting Jimmy buckets over him when he's not as consistent in leading his team. Because Jokic will lead, and all his second, third best guys be hurt. Them bookers be wrapped up all the time, and he's still dragging that team to the playoffs and viable. So Jokic is a top 5 player without question right now. Without question.
Gotta give a man credit.
I'm giving him credit. He top 10. He's in the top 10. I didn't say he was number 10. I said he's in the top 10. But he's just not. He's not better. Hey, would you say? Hold on.
Would you have him in the top 5? He won that chip.
If he what now?
Jimmy Butler.
If he would have won that chip in the bubble, would you have had him in the top 5 right now?
That might have changed things because to me, winning is important. Yes, that might have changed it. That might have got him in the top 5 for me right now.
Time out though. What does that have to do with him as a talent as it stands right now? We can't hold past accolades on who's the most talented right now.
Hold on.
No, because if that was the case, LeBron would be number 1.
Right now,
no question.
Bro, no, listen. LeBron scored 30, and where they get him?
Ticket. That's love.
What we're saying right now, we're not talking about. Hey, what we're saying right now, we're not going off last year, are we? We're not going off just last year.
Take out last year, chill. What about the year before last? LeBron James averaged like 27. Where'd I get him?
And he missed 25 games because he rolled his ankle, and Anthony Davis missed almost half the season. So it's not the same thing, man.
But when LeBron played, he was 10 games under 500 this past year when he played.
And he had his best interior. He had his best interior defender and rim protector miss 40 games, and his best offensive player.
Cool. This all I'm saying to you, bro. This all I'm saying to you. I'm saying that when you look at guys like Jimmy Butler, look at the effect that he had on that team.
I don't have LeBron
where
in
he
top
took
5
that
either,
team
though.
from.
He's top 10, but not top. I said I don't have LeBron in the top 5. I got him top 10, but not top 5.
Yeah, I think he's top 10. I obviously think LeBron's top 10. Top 10.
Now, Ticket, you remember we argued that the other day on your channel?
I got LeBron like right at 10. I can't put him in the top 5 when his dudes out here carrying their team to the Eastern Conference, Western Conference, and NBA Finals. Come on, man. We got to be real.
So if LeBron carries his team to the NBA Finals this year, you'll put him back in the top 5?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he got to be back in the top 5. He carries his team back to the NBA Finals.
I think the list is going to be subjective to what
I need him to do.
What you give
he gets to the Western Conference Finals.
That's what I think.
He back top 5. He gets to the West.
That's what I think.
But I'm just saying, you can't be out in the first round, then not make the playoffs, and then we putting him over dudes that's out here going through the grind like Jimmy Butler and these guys. Come on, man. And then Jimmy Butler's playing both ends. Y'all ignoring the fact that them dudes y'all talking about, that one dude, LeBron, he ain't play both ends of the floor. So yeah, he averaged 30. But you trying to put him over dudes that play both ends of the floor.
I just don't expect him to do that at this age. I don't expect that from him. I wouldn't want that from him.
So stop bringing up his age then, Elder.
I don't bring his age up. I'm saying at his age, he got a role still too.
Hold up. We're going to get into our final segment. I got one more thing I want to ask you guys. I got a list of 5 players, and I just need you guys to tell me yes or no. Is Jimmy Butler better than this player? I don't want explanations. I just want simple yeses or nos. I don't want to have to mute anybody. We 2 hours into the show. Hey, we too far into the show to start doing this. Just give me a yes or give me a no, or I'm gonna give you a mute. Yo, if you're out here watching the video and haven't liked yet, please be sure to like it. All right, my first player for y'all is Damian Lillard. I'm gonna start with you, Chill. I'm gonna go Chill, Fluent, Ticket, Rufus. Damian Lillard, yes or no? Is he better than Jimmy Butler?
No.
Ticket?
You up?
Oh, it's
Ticket?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he ain't better than no Jimmy Butler. Hell no.
All right, Rufus.
Consensus. We all agree.
Okay. Jason Tatum. Y'all knew I was coming here.
Is Jimmy
Right,
Butler?
Chill.
Is Jimmy Butler better than Jason
Jason
Tatum?
Tatum.
Yes.
No.
Right now?
No.
Not
Hold
yet.
up, Ticket.
Yeah,
the
not yet.
question-
Hold
Not
up.
yet.
Sorry, yeah.
Go ahead, Fluid.
Sorry,
The question
sorry,
is
Jimmy Butler
Jason
better-
Tatum better than Jimmy Butler?
Sorry. Is Jimmy Butler better than Jason Tatum? Is that the question?
Yes.
Today, yes.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
better than Jason Tatum. Hell
All right.
yeah.
Rufus.
Right now.
That's a rough one right there.
Ah!
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
7-8.
I'm gonna say no.
I
I'm gonna
said
say
no.
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 Jimmy
Jimmy
I say
Butler's
no.
not better than Jason
He's
Tatum?
not better than Jason
Okay,
Tatum right now.
cool. Now I'm going with players other than Damian Lillard that have led their teams to championships. So I'm gonna say Devin Booker now. Is Jimmy Butler better than Devin Booker?
Who you going to? Chill? Chill?
So,
Yeah.
it's
He had
always-
the order.
always-
Same order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same order.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Chill.
Yes.
Okay, Fluent.
Is Booker better than Tatum? Is that the question?
No.
Is
We
Jimmy
sticking with Jimmy Butler.
Is Jimmy Butler better than Booker? Sorry.
Yes.
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 Ticket?
Yeah, he better than Devin Booker. Now, see, y'all getting cooked out.
No, we
Rufus?
consistent. I agree. We consistent.
Okay.
I'm looking at my list.
All right.
I agree.
All right. And now here's where it gets extremely tricky. This is where it really gets tricky for y'all. Is Jimmy Butler better than Kevin Durant? Chill.
No.
Fluent.
Kevin Durant's not in my top 10, so yes.
I'm-
Ticket. Is
I'm
Jimmy
right.
Butler better than KD?
I'm riding with the new Greek freak down there. Yeah, he better. Yes, Jimmy's better than him. Yes. And that's a fact. And listen, the winning proves it.
Yo,
I'm
chat.
sorry.
I'm putting
Hey,
up a
hold on. Ron, I'm going to break one rule. And I'm going to tell everybody why I said this. I'm going to break one rule. He's better than KD because he's done more than KD outside of KD going to the Golden State Warriors. I rest my case.
All right, chat. I'm putting up a poll right now.
You ain't let
Is
me
Jimmy
answer.
better than KD?
Don't-
No, I got
don't-
you. I'm
You
just
let
letting.
me-
I'm just letting the chat.
Oh, okay.
No, I got you.
I
I'm just
got
letting the chat
I got
know. I'm putting up a poll so you guys can answer. Is Jimmy Butler better than Kevin Durant? Go ahead, Rufus.
No, sir, he is not.
No.
He is not.
No,
Why
sir.
is he
Not
not
better
better
than
than him,
KD.
Rufus? Because we've talked about two-way players. We've talked about
Yes, we have.
leading inadequate Heat team to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about maybe if he hit that shot, he would be incredible. Why is he
No.
not better than him?
KD just does too much, man. He's a whole notch ahead of him offensively.
Well, where does it get you? Where does it get you?
It doesn't matter. Again, he
It
asking me,
does
not you.
matter,
He
bro.
asking
Because you
me,
just
not
said-
you.
Ron,
Hey, mute
that's why
that
he's a
nigga,
liar,
man.
Ron.
Mute that
Ron.
nigga, Ron.
He's a
Mute
liar.
that nigga.
Hold up. I got to mute you, Ticket.
Mute him, Ron.
Because he hasn't
Mute
got
him,
a
Ron.
chance to get it off yet. Ticket, I'm gonna let you rebuttal.
Shut that
Because this
shit
is
up.
all for you. Hey,
Shut
Ticket,
that
I did
shit
this
up.
whole thing for you. Is Jimmy Butler better than Kevin Durant? Rufus, you said no. Why
He's
not?
not. Again, KD, man, his offensive package is just too incredible. And there's the thing, KD, even when he was playing with a good team, he did get better defensively. So I think KD, I'm not saying he's all world like Jimmy Butler defensively. Jimmy Butler is better than him defensively, but let me put it this way to make it simple. I think the difference between KD offensively and Jimmy is greater than the difference between Jimmy defensively and KD.
I was going to say the exact opposite. I think the difference between KD and Jimmy's offense is smaller than the difference between Jimmy and KD's defense. And I've said this before, we're talking about moving forward. We're not talking about the past. KD's a hurt dude. He's not going to be the same dude, and he can't play defense the way in that Warrior stretch where
that
he
I
did.
do agree with.
So
That's
that's why it is for me. It's because
I have challenged. I got to be consistent. I've challenged his lateral movement since the injury. I have to be consistent. I got to be honest.
And you're
I
a
still.
You're a liar because
I'm a liar.
You just told Chilltown. You said Chill. It also has something to do with winning. When you was talking about Isaiah Thomas, you spoke about the winning. And KD haven't done nothing as far as winning outside of Golden State.
But Jimmy ain't won. Period.
Hold on.
He's never won.
Hold on. But
Outside of nothing.
Hold on.
Chicago, Minnesota,
Hold on, Elder.
and Miami. He's never won.
Hold on, Elder. Hold on. Hold on.
I didn't lie. That ain't no lie. What are you talking about?
Someone in the chat said, I'm a bronze sexual.
The same way KD's foot was on
That's
the
a
line.
lie. How did I lie?
Hold on, Elder. The same way KD's foot was on the line when he hit that shot against the Bucks. The same way his foot was on the line. That's how close I got him and Jimmy. And the reason why Jimmy over, hold on. The reason why I got Jimmy over him is because Jimmy went to the finals and won 2 games. KD only won 1.
I'm gonna ether you with your own words. When a boy asks you, you about the bubble and how do you view it, because he thought that you might have had said something negative about the bubble. One of your statements in that is a championship is a championship. We're gonna honor that. It's still a championship. Everything was level. So I can't take away what KD did. Now, we may not like it. No, you get out of here. We may not like it, but it's still 2 championships he won. And it's still 2 championships, and it's still 2 championship MVPs. I may not like the way he got it, but he got him. And Jimmy's never got him. Jimmy's never got him. He's never got him.
So you don't think Jimmy could have won a chip with the Warriors?
I don't know. He wasn't on there.
Not in that role. Not in that role.
I don't know. No, I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to do the hypothetical. I'm not going to do that.
Hold on. Let Ticket get this off. Let Ticket get this off. Let Ticket get this off.
Anybody that goes.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that for sure. We don't know if it could have been a.
Ron.
Hey, Rufus, I had to mute you. Hey, this Ticket is your world.
Don't mute me, Ron.
No, I muted Rufus. Go ahead.
Watch this, Ron. Watch this. He just said not in the KD role, but we just seen Curry win with Wiggins. And who's better at the Wiggins role than Jimmy Buckets? You eat it.
No.
Get him out of here.
No.
Adios.
That's not the same thing.
It's not. I agree. That is not the same. It's not the same.
Can I respond to that?
It's not the same. Go ahead, Chill.
Can I respond to that?
It's not the same.
So what we're gonna do is
hold on, chill. Before you respond to that, was that an ether? Was that an ether?
Hell no.
No.
That was an ether. All right, man. Go ahead, Chill. Go ahead.
Basically, what we're doing is we're gonna take 30 a game and the best offensive player, arguably in the NBA, and we're gonna take him off, and we're gonna put Andrew Wiggins in that role, and we're gonna tell him you don't have to play like Kevin Durant. No, what we're going to do is we're going to give that role back to Steph Curry. And we're going to let you just be a good offensive player and let Draymond do his thing. Add that to the fact that we're going to also let Clay do his thing. For you to sit up here and tell everybody that we're basically just trading these 2 and we're not missing a beat. Are you on crack?
They just want to chip with us.
Hold on. Are you suggesting a 73-win team can't add another star and win a chip? It had to be KD? That's ridiculous.
No.
That's ridiculous.
That's not what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is we just don't know from the talent. We don't know what would happen with that team. We don't know if the chemistry would work. We don't know that. We don't know that. Hey, hold on. Has chemistry been an issue anywhere in Jimmy's career? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Come on, bro! He had issues in Chicago. He had issues in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Hold on, bro. He had issues in Philly. What are you talking about?
No more.
Hold on, time out. He just had issues in Miami. Every place Jimmy's been, he's had issues.
Okay, fine. Let me ask you a question. Have the Golden State Warriors with Curry and Clay and Draymond had chemistry issues with anybody?
I have never had a. Hold on, those three, no. Those three, no.
Okay,
those three. Hold on, time out.
Why not?
Those three. No, I've never heard it.
Exactly.
I've never heard of those 3 having issues.
Why question?
So Tone, let me make
sure. But Jimmy Butler's had issues everywhere he went.
But
I don't know what would happen. I don't know what would happen. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
The floor is yours. The floor is yours. I want to hear why this would be a fluid camaraderie between the team with Jimmy Butler.
On the Warriors?
Yes.
Because Jimmy Butler brings what they needed on that team, which was defensive intensity and scoring. He'll give you 20 a game and be your best defensive player. So now you take that away from, because we know Curry's not a great defender. Clay is good. Draymond is Draymond. So if you add that piece, we just saw them, like Ticket said, we just saw them win with Wiggins playing that role. And I think we all agree Jimmy Butler is significantly better than Wiggins, correct?
No, I
don't. So he's not significantly better than Andrew Wiggins?
No, not in that role.
You just put Jimmy Butler top 10.
I did, but not in that role.
I'm not
You're
saying
not
in
listening.
that role.
Hold on. No. You have to put him in context. You have to put him in that role. Jimmy Butler barely gets me. You said he'll get me 20 and 10. He barely gets me 20 as a number 1 player for Miami. You think he's going to get me 20 as a number 3 player for them, a number 4 player for them? Hell no.
And
I don't. Hold on. Time out. I don't think Jimmy Butler's defense is good. Hold on. Jimmy Butler's defense is very good, but I don't think it's as good as Wiggins. I think Wiggins is a better defender. I do. He's longer, more athletic. He's longer. He's more athletic. I think Wiggins' defense is better.
However, well, wait a minute.
I do.
I'm not going to go that far, but what I am going to say is we're taking Jimmy Butler and we're going to put him in a number.
Guy, pull up their defensive ratings. Then pull it up.
Hold up. Go ahead, chill. Chill.
Somebody that do the.
You want me to show you how crazy defensive ratings are? That's that.
Okay, so that don't mean nothing. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, you know that.
I think Wiggins is more athletic. I think he's longer. I think he's actually a better defender than Jimmy Butler. Now, both of them are elite to me. Mm-hmm. They're both great defenders, but I think he's better. And he can handle being in that 3rd or 4th role better than Jimmy can. Jimmy wants to lead. Jimmy wants to be out front. And he barely got me 20 in Miami being out front. You telling me going to give me 20 for Golden State? He's not getting me 20.
The logic
not the third player.
The logic that
someone else. You take another star player and you add it to that 73-win team, they're probably winning. At the end.
See what your word. Hold. See what your word was? You said probably. You didn't guarantee it. And I said I don't know. I said I don't know.
Let's take the probably logic off the table. Ticket is trying to sell me that the guy in Jimmy Butler, he's going to get on this Warrior team, and not only are they going to still roll, he's going to be the lead singer. He's not going to be a background singer. He's not going to be the 2nd or 3rd guy. He's going to be what Kevin Durant was, which is why I'm not done, Ticket. Which is why Steph Curry was able to do what he did, because he took a step back from Kevin Durant and said, let him do his thing. And he did that. So I'm having a very difficult time with you trying to sell the logic that Jimmy Butler is in the same, Andrew Wiggins is in the same role as Kevin Durant because same role as Kevin Durant because he wasn't. Kevin Durant was a number 1. No, Kevin Durant was a number 1 on a championship team. Andrew Wiggins was not a number 1.
Hold up.
Andrew Wiggins was not a number 1 on a championship team. He was a number 3. And with him being a number 3, he played the hell out of that role. Kevin Durant was not a number 3 on a championship team. He was the guy, and he was the guy because Steph Curry took a step back. Steph Curry is not taking a back.
When you say he's the guy,
let me say that one more time for the people in the
when he's the guy, he was the top scorer.
Steph Curry is not taking a back seat to Jimmy Butler. There's a reason why Kevin Durant got on that team. The reason why Kevin Durant got on that team is because you can't beat James without us, and we can't beat him without you. So
you guys don't think that Jimmy Butler would take a backseat to Steph Curry?
He would. Flip that around, Ron. Flip that around, Ron.
Defense than KD.
Flip what you just said, Ron. Flip that around.
So do you think that Jimmy Butler would take a backseat to Steph Curry?
Of course he would.
No, flip that around what you just said.
Steph would take a backseat to Jimmy?
No, he would not. No, he would not.
He wouldn't have to, though. I think it would be clear cut that Steph would be the number 1 option.
So right, what we're saying is it's not the same role.
When you say the idea, you mean he allowed KD to be the top scorer? Because when you look at the other statistics, it's still Steph Curry's team. He's still the leader. He still had way more assists. He still did more. He's still the best player on that team.
Which I'm not fighting that, Tone, and I've never fought that. But he did take a backseat to him offensively.
Yes, okay.
He did take a backseat
to him. That's why he didn't get MVP.
And allow him to do that. So I'm having a difficult time believing that he's going to take a backseat to Jimmy Butler, who, by the way,
takes the backseat to Steph. And he's better defense than KD, so they still win.
Which is even if that's the case, the logic that Andrew Wiggins is in the same role as Kevin Durant was, that's completely not true.
No, that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. What we said was we saw them win a chip with Andrew Wiggins. So if you replace Wiggins with Butler and they won with Wiggins.
But that's not what
I don't know if Jimmy Butler fulfills that role better than Wiggins. I don't know that. I don't know if Jimmy Butler is the third best player on that team. He fulfills that role that Wiggins needed to win. I don't know that.
Yo, we have 760 likes. Can you guys get us up to 800 before this video ends? We got about 5 minutes left. We got to
Jimmy
wrap
in that
things
third
up.
row in
Y'all
Philly
get us
didn't
up
go
to
well.
800 likes.
Jimmy in that third row in Philly didn't go well.
It went pretty well. It was one miracle shot after a travel that knocked him out.
Then why didn't
I
they
got
re-sign him, Tone? Explain that.
Yeah.
Why didn't
Why
they
they get a money? Why they get a money to old boy?
Money.
Why they
Why
get
they
a
get him
money to
over
other?
Tobias Harris?
They had to
Well, they
pick
gave it to Tobias Harris.
They made a mistake. They had to pick one, and they made a mistake.
Right.
And they all
Why
made a
did-
mistake. You know they
Again,
made a mistake.
That speak.
You know
Hold
they
on,
made a mistake.
That probably
You know they
speaks to.
made a
Hold on.
mistake.
We can assume that there had to be something else going on for them to pick Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler.
You know,
Had
he
to be something.
He was cheap.
Had-
No,
No,
Rufus.
there had to be
Rufus.
something going on in that locker room.
Hold on, Rufus.
Rufus.
Let him get this off. Go ahead.
Rufus, don't stop there. Keep going with it. Don't say it had to
I'm
be
just-
something. Call
No,
it
we know it was.
What it
What
was.
I'm saying is, we know it was, and everywhere he's been, there's been issues. So that's why I'm saying you can't guarantee it. We don't know what kind of issues they could have had. They could have had. Hold on. They could have had the same type of issues that they had that last year that Golden State didn't win when Draymond and old boy and KD was getting into it. Because Jimmy ain't backing down.
No, he's
You
not.
think? Hey, hold on. You think Draymond can go up to Jimmy and call him a B?
No.
You think he
he's
can do
not.
that to Jimmy
No.
Butler
No.
without them bookers throwing blows?
Yeah, it's going to turn into something else.
No, that would have ended that team. You
It's
know,
gonna turn into
chemistry is
something else.
huge on championship
But
teams.
that's what would make them better because they didn't have a.
It didn't make Golden State better. They still lost. They still end up losing.
All right, y'all. We are going to wrap everything up right here. It was a heated show, but it was a great show. Hey,
Love Ticket. Love you, Ticket.
Y'all
Bring
came up
it.
here and showed out.
Bring
Hey,
it. Come
Hey,
on.
man,
I
pleasure
go
to
ahead
meet
like
you,
that
brothers,
victory
man.
score.
Pleasure
Bring
to
it.
meet you,
I
brothers.
pulled out the Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Come
victory
on.
cigar.
Oh,
You know who I
gotta
love?
like a
I love
Laker
Fluent.
fan.
I
Gotta
love
like a
it.
Laker
You
fan.
guys are cool, but I love Fluent.
All right, I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to say their
Salute.
words on the way out.
Real time.
What I want to tell
Love
everybody
it.
to do is we have a show tomorrow morning, Wednesday at noon Eastern time, 9 Pacific. You guys make sure to tune in tomorrow morning. Yo, Rufus, Dale actually wanted me. He had some select words for you. And he said you only showed up part-time yesterday, but he said or on the last show on Sunday, but he said you won't pull up full-time tomorrow at the beginning of the show and stay to the end of the show. Dale wants smoke with you. He has smoke with you, and he thinks you might be ducking him. Will you be there tomorrow morning? Us and the people want to know.
Only if he's not wearing that silly mask.
What's the silly
Tell 'em.
man? Oh, Dale has got the silly mask. I ain't seen it. I'm gonna do my best, bro. I can't guarantee it. I'm a busy man. Hey, the day that he said I was ducking, I actually pulled. I was driving. I live deep in the country. I live in the valley, bro. So when I'm driving, my reception going in and out. I actually pulled over, and they had me behind. They'll probably tell you whoever was doing behind. I sat for like 40 minutes trying to get in. So then I got back in my car, drove all the way home. Got home, saw y'all was still on. Then I got in. So I'm definitely not ducking Dale. If I'm available at noon, believe you me, I'll be sitting right here in front of this computer, bro. I definitely don't. I don't run from no smoke. And Dale, he's a frontologist. All right, he's a frontologist. I can't say cap because he don't like that. So we'll call it a frontologist. And I will definitely prove that tomorrow if I'm here. And I'll stay for the whole thing. I'll stay. He really don't. He don't know what he done asked for. He don't know what he done asked for. So I'm glad he said what he said.
We got frontline soldiers over here. We got
Absolutely.
Showtime. We got Elder. We got Kareem. we got soldiers. We got James.
Yeah.
We got soldiers over here, man.
They
I'm
don't
trying to
want
tell you,
this,
we got
bro.
LB. We got soldiers,
Yep.
dog. I don't think
He can get that smoke. Since he called me out, I'm finna arrange my schedule and hopefully I'm available at noon.
All right, hey, Rufus, hey,
He's out.
We would love to see you tomorrow morning on the show. Once again, that's at noon Eastern time, 9 Pacific. Yo, Ticket, what you got to say to the people on the way out?
Man, hey, much love, much respect to everybody in here, man. Salute to all of y'all. And chill, I'll be back next week. He'll pop out another victory cigar on all of you guys. Elder, you too. Came in here on cap with that Lakers talk. Chill came on cap with that Kobe talk. I had to run him off that.
You didn't.
Me and Ford, we cool because except for when Ford put LeBron in the top 5.
You didn't. You ain't running me off nothing. Bring it.
I put him there just for you.
Fluent put LeBron James in the top 5, man. Right now, man.
Just for you.
That's crazy, man.
Yo, if you're still in here, like the video. Get us over 800 likes. Go ahead and like that. Yo, chill on the way out. What you got to say to the people, or you just throwing uppercuts and jabs?
Hey man, just you know what it is. I'm always down for a great debate. I'm always down for a great debate, and I know that whenever I come on here, when I'm dealing with this dude right here, the real Greek freak, that when I'm dealing with him, I know I got to come with it and These new guys, I'm not that familiar with them, but I'm familiar enough to know that, my left jab is serious, my right hook is serious, and I know that I got to make sure that I'm in the gym when I'm dealing with these dudes. So, and I'll be back. I'm down to get it on again. I ain't scared. I'm not scared. I'm down to get it on again. We can do this.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely down to do it again. Check me out on Chilltown Hoops. Me and my man.
Hoops.
Come check us out, man. Yeah, come check us out.
So for those that want to debate like this about football, Wednesday night, check out PC Gridiron right here on Player's Choice, and then on Thursday, Fluent and Chill. So come check us on Chilltown Hoops. That's all I gotta say.
Y'all be sure to tap in tomorrow. We have 2 shows tomorrow. A show in the morning, basketball debate. A show tomorrow night at 5 Pacific time, 8 Eastern time, where we're talking football. Tomorrow we will be doing a tier list.
Chill, you coming? Players. You coming tomorrow, Chill?
No.
You're not gonna be there? OG the Beast will be there though. We will have an entertaining show tomorrow. Y'all be sure to tap in. Same time next week, the J Will show. Shaq, Dale, and J will be here, and the show might be better than this one. It might not, but it's only one way that you will know. We'll see you then. Y'all take it easy. Be smooth.
Take it light, but take it.